How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here, ready to bring you guys some live coverage. I have an arrow up for no reason of the Minnesota Vikings playing host to the Atlanta Falcons on Week 2 Sunday Night Football. We have had a lot of good games, as you'll see on this ticker today, and oh my word, this was a good day of football. So we are ready to see what we've got in store tonight. We have the Minnesota Vikings once again, Sunday Night Football. Although I am looking forward to, I'm not sure if you guys saw my post, but this down here won't be changing in a couple weeks, hopefully before next week. I might try and get some work done after the game tonight. Yeah, we are ready to rock and rodeo tonight. We got ourselves a good one coming up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy is ready to make his voice heard. The Vikings in their home opener here in Minnesota. We got ourselves a good game for sure tonight. The Atlanta Falcons are also hungry to get a win right here. Again, the Falcons are a hungry team after last year. They saw a lot of growth in last season. They are really hoping to continue their trend of growing despite, I believe they lost in week 1. So they are hoping to be able to get back on the horse. Let me go ahead and readjust a couple of things here so I have my call sheet for tonight as we are here in Minnesota. This game is going to be a fun one. JJ McCarthy, after his incredible comeback last week, will he have that JJ magic still in him? Will Kevin O'Connell have learned that if you uncork JJ McCarthy, he can actually make some throws? We'll see what the game planning was this week. My suspicion is it's going to be a bit more of a pass-heavy game tonight, so that actually gives us a good chance to transition into my Jason's picks. So, for tonight, we went for a parlay that was about plus 575. So, I am first off taking the over 44.5 points. These are all on Bet365. By the way, I made this bet about 30 minutes ago. Odds might have changed. I have a Jordan Mason touchdown in the red zone. I have Michael Penix Jr. throwing for over 225.5 yards. We got a Jordan Mason reception. JJ McCarthy throwing for over 200 passing yards. That is my little parlay tonight. That's what, 5 legs for plus 575. A $5 bet using their 30% profit boost token leads it to be a 47 payout on that simple bet. So, we'll see if we can actually hit on a Jason's picks for once. Oh, man. I forgot the Ravens scored 41 points. And we were all out. We were out today, so I hadn't had a chance to really follow up on every NFL game this week. At least not as much as I normally do. Just because we're going to go ahead a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. I think for y'all to pick up. But yeah, this week really wasn't able to pick up as much as I have been weeks past and years past, as much as I like to, because again, we were out through the day. There was no Wi-Fi, so I couldn't really keep up with them as. So, back to see all of the absolute chaos going on today. Just insane. Oh, man. We will see. But again, taking a look here, the Vikings do have a couple of key injuries on the defense. The biggest one I can think of offhand, Andrew Van Ginkel is out. So the thing is that the Vikings are out one of the strongest linebackers. Or will they be able to overcome? Find out. All right, welcome. Feel free. Talk. Just feel free to talk football. We're gonna phrase this here. Feel free to talk football. Sports. Or anything you. There we go. Let's chat. There we go. We're going to have that little message. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and pin that message there. Because, feel free to go on and chat over there. I do respond to audience. I do like having a chance to talk to audience. Gain new perspectives. Hear what people think. All that fun jazz. It's fun. That's the fun part of this. I'd be doing this even if I was the only one here. But, having more people along for the ride does make it a lot more fun. So we're taking a look, doing the Sunday night anthem. And let's see, we've been waiting all day for Sunday night. It's rock and rodeo, boys and girls. Pick ourselves up by the bootstraps. We got the Vikings ready to see if they can carry the momentum from last week. Not sure if they will be able to, but if Kevin O'Connor did learn anything from last week, it is that an uncorked JJ McCarthy is dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. So, let's see. Falcons, though, I didn't really watch them. I didn't watch them as much last week. I don't know exactly what to expect from this team. Being completely honest. Yeah? that apparently. But yeah, taking a look here, J.J. McCarthy making his home debut here in Minnesota as the Falcons with Michael Penix Jr. ready to rock and roll as well. Oh, man. We have a good one for us in store tonight. It's going to be an absolute banger of a game. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. J.J. McCarthy, again, I am high on him. I do like the kid from Michigan. I do like what he can do. I liked watching him. The year I watched him was the year they won the national championship. McCarthy really was a strong game manager. As long as he had weapons around him, he could make the plays he needed to make. And the Vikings need to learn those lessons. They need to learn to be able to uncork McCarthy, let him do what he needs to do. So, also, tomorrow night, we got two Monday Night Football games. And they're not at the same time, like most weeks. So, we will be live from 7 p.m. all the way until the Monday night game ends, or the last game ends. Which could be 1 in the morning, it could be 1:30, we don't know, but we'll have a good time nonetheless on a long stream tomorrow night, all in one stream, just like we did last Sunday on Sunday afternoon. Because those are the fun streams, being there all day. We also got the cough drops, gonna bust those out so that I don't kill my voice. But I learned that hard lesson last week. I overkilled my voice, and all of a sudden, I couldn't talk. I sounded like a chain smoker of 50 years at the ripe young age of 22. Go ahead and take one of those real quick. Nice and cooling. Ooh, that's cool. As we are taking a look, getting ready to roll here in Minnesota. Again, in my predictions, I took Minnesota. I think it's going to be a good game, though. I think it's going to be back and forth all throughout. I don't think we're going to see Tale of Two Halves like we saw last Sunday night. Monday night, was Tale of Two Halves. I don't think we'll have that this week. I think it's going to be more straightforward back and forth. So, we will have to see. Oh, boy. So, yeah, we are going to rock and rodeo, taking a look as well, getting ready for next week. I'm hoping to unveil some new graphics, a new graphics package for down below. I already have some thoughts going. I made a post about that actually about 40 minutes ago. Well, I posted a little teaser of the Panthers, of one of the Panthers looks. Go ahead and give this page a little reload, actually. Take a look, see over here and over here. As they're taking a look to Thursday Night Football, we got the Bills hosting the Dolphins. Again, we will be there for second half coverage in that game. For real this time. I actually go live in the second quarter. This last week, I just wanted to see a presser regarding the incident. So, I kind of held off until that was over before streaming. But there'll be nothing holding us back next week. We will be full on engaged and ready to go. As well as being live Sunday afternoon. I'm hoping to actually get some new lavalier mics so I can mic my dad up during the Steeler game. That way you guys can actually hear him. Because right now, the way it was set up last Sunday, y'all couldn't hear him over there because the mic is right here and it's very spatial. I do like that this mic is spatial, but I also don't like it at the same time because then you can't pick it up all over. So, but we shall see. Getting ready to see who is going to win it. Again, I think we're going to be in store for a large passing game. I'm taking both quarterbacks over 200 yards. Michael Penix over 225. I do think we'll see a Jordan Mason touchdown, though, because the Vikings did use him in the red zone a lot last week. I don't see any reason that they don't carry that into this week. There is no doubt in my mind that they will not continue. So, we are here for kickoff looking at the Uber Eats ad as we are here for NBC Sports coverage of Sunday Night Football. And let's see, again, I'm looking forward to a really, really good, fun game tonight. We are in Minneapolis, taking a look from the outside into US Bank Stadium. That's actually really cool. The glass is like actually clear glass. We can actually see through the glass and actually see the field from the outside. That's pretty cool. Let's see. JJ becoming a dad on Thursday as well. But we'll see. Looking at JJ McCarthy. Ugh. So we shall see. Taking a look at having an interview with JJ McCarthy. Taking a look at the relationship between JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix. We'll see what they do. And let's rock and rodeo. Looking at KOC, 4th season as Vikings head coach. 2024 Coach of the Year for the record as well. As he is getting ready to call this one here with his team. Looking across the field, though, to Raheem Morris, 2nd season as the Falcons full-time head coach. And taking a look here again, former Rams defensive coordinator Raheem Morris. I wished him well. I liked what he did as part of the Super Bowl run. But here we go as we are getting ready for this one here to kick off in Minnesota. Up in the great Pacific, or the great cold of the Midwest, eh? Looking at Jared Allen, 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee. As he is going to hit the horn for the home opener. Taking a look there at him. They're doing the skull. There they go. Vikings fans are absolutely ready. As they are saying, we are getting live for the game. And there we go. They're doing their pregame chants. Here we go. Oh boy. Ready to rock and roll. We are loaded up with the Vikings here today. So Atlanta won the toss and took the ball. Ooh, interesting. So Atlanta going to start off with the ball here. Kick returners are D. Alford and Nathan someone. I didn't catch the second name. And the kick is up, and it's going to be received in the end zone and knelt for a touchback. The Falcons going to get the ball at the 35, taking a look at their starters. Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Ray McLeod, former Steeler, by the way, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts, Jake Matthews, Matthew Bergeron, Brian Neusel, Chris Lindstrom, Elijah Wilkinson. And that is your starting Falcons for tonight. Ready to rock and roll. Let me adjust this microphone yet again. I know I play with it more than Doug. But here we go. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Michael Penix going to be loaded up in the I formation. Double left. Getting ready with a single back. Going to be Bijan Robinson. Sends London in motion. Going to hand off to Bijan. Going to the near side. Trying to find room. Has the 40. Has the 45 to the 50. 45 down to the 40 of the Vikings. And that's where he's going to be brought down for a first down Falcons. A huge gain right out of the jump for the Falcons. A big 30-yard run from Bijan Robinson. Wow. Absolutely good run there. Great way to find the gap. Ivan Pace Jr. ended up getting missed on a tackle. He tried to get the tackle and couldn't. But Penix in the gun, single left, single right. Going to hand off to Bijan. That's down to the 35, 30, down to the 25, down to the 24. Going to be brought down by number 26. I don't have you on my call sheet. So here we go. Already 2 rushes for 42 yards for Bijan Robinson. Last week he had 100 receiving yards, and that was the most among NFL running backs. But he had 18 touches for 24 yards, 1 receiving touchdown. Not normal numbers for Bijan. The first down and 10 from the 23.5. Bijan in the backfield in the I formation is Penix. Double left. I believe that's a tight end on the outside. Going to send a man in motion to the outside. Going to hand off to Bijan. Bijan trying to find somewhere to go down to the 20, down to the 17. Or 18. Sorry, my bad. Second down and 5 coming up. Take a look at Michael Penix Jr., 27 for 42 last week for 298 yards, passing yards, and 2 touchdowns with no turnovers. So here we go. Second down and 5 in the first quarter here. Opening drive for the Falcons. In the I formation yet again. Penix going to send a tight end in motion to the near side. Double left, single right. And Bijan is the back. Going to hand off to Bijan, pushing, fighting, and he stumbles. He slipped. Third down and 5 coming up. Jonathan Allen on the bring down. As my camera just froze. Let me go into properties and change that. That's not the right properties. Go ahead and deactivate and reactivate. There we go. I am now a moving picture. So here we go. Third down and 4. They gave him credit for about half a yard. But it still is 3rd and 4.5. Thielen is on the sideline for this. Note that. That is big. Or wait, of course he's on the sideline. He's a Vikings player. I don't know why I said that was big. I'm stupid. But here we go. I'm out taken by Atlanta as they could not get set. Wow. So here we go. Third down. Take a look at the Minnesota defense. Jonathan Grenard, Jonathan Allen, Jalen Redmond. I can't pronounce that. Javon Hargrave, Dallas Turner, Eric Wilson, Ivan Pace Jr., Byron Murphy Jr., Theo Jackson, Joshua Metellus, Isaiah Rogers. We got the gaming Sally guys for football. Birds. Actually, I hate the birds. Go Steelers. Go Steelers. So 3rd down and 4. You got Penix in the gun, single right, double left, or double right, single left. My bad. I got it flipped up on this big 3rd and 4. Gonna send Bijan right up behind, trying to figure out something real quick. Play clock winding down, takes the snap, looks to throw, and they call a flag. Was that? There's no way that's delay a game. There's no way that was delay a game. False start. False start on Bijan. Bro, what? Nightbot just banned my friend. Bro. Nightbot, chill out. Nightbot. We're leaving that up. Kajume Kaiju saying, go Vikings in the chat. How is it going, Kajume? I'd love to see the Vikings win this one here. 3rd down and 9. Penix in the gun. Triple right, single left. Takes a low snap, looking to throw. Having pressure, loads up over the outside. Going to be caught. That's Kyle Pitts fighting for yardage. Going to be short. 4th down and 1.5 yards to go. Do the Falcons go for it? Let's see. They're not moving for the field goal unit just yet. So they are going to go here. I like the aggression. You know, I prefer the Vikings to win, but I don't have a horse in this race. I want to see a good game. Again, I did take the over in by Jason's picks. We have the over. So, 4 points. Play clock way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. Delay a game. The fan noise just caused a huge mess up, and now we're going to have a field goal unit come on the field. Wow. The fans made their voices heard to the point they couldn't even get off the play. Wow. Here comes Parker Romo to try and make it a 3-point game here. And here we go. 38-yard attempt. And the kick is up and... Oh, that was just barely good. That was close. That thing was gunning to go wide left. He shanked it. He shanked it worse than a prison cell. All right. Have a little bit of Pepsi. Put a product placement here, I guess, for Pepsi. Even though we're hashtag not sponsored. Actually, I'm more a Coke guy to begin with. I was just craving a Pepsi Zero tonight as opposed to a Coke Zero. I'm a Coke guy. Coke guy at heart, man. Absolutely. So we have 3 points out of the 45 needed for the over to hit. Let's go ahead and flip that arrow around. And we shall see. Yeah. We are ready to rock and roll. Okay, let me actually go ahead and pull up a Twitter tab as well. That way we can check out the late highlights at new Colts owner, Carly Ursay Gordon, is a very, very involved owner. She was taking on the sideline, taking notes. She already wears headphones, play call. So she knows what's going on, and she's actually taking notes into what needs to be. Meanwhile, the Steelers were just an absolute train wreck today. The less said, the better. The less said about this team behind me, the better. It was an absolute embarrassment and train wreck today. I've never been embarrassed of a team. I'm embarrassed of that team today. Caleb Johnson myth. The Calvin Austin mistake that led to the interception. I mean, just absolute embarrassment. Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. So, look, James Harrison was at the game today. Interesting. Okay, heading back on yeah. As we are ready to go, the kick from the Falcons to the Vikings here is up and away. He received at the 3 to the 5, 10, 15 to the 20. The 25 pushing and fighting down at the 27. And that's where the Vikings will take over. Let's go, JJ. Jets, Jalen Naylor, Adam Thielen, always wearing the hat. I like it. TJ Hawkinson, Justin Skule, Donovan Jackson, Brian Kelly, Bill Fries, and Brian O'Neill for this Vikings offense. Going to start with McCarthy in the gun, and that is going to be Jones to his right. Triple right, single left for McCarthy. The Falcons in a 5-2. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Pressure coming, throws to the outside. Going to be caught. It is caught by Jalen Naylor. A gain of 2 on the sideline. A sliding catch into the sideline. Looking at J.J. McCarthy, 64-3 record as a starter since high school. 10th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, but missed his rookie season for meniscus. So this is his true rookie season. The second down and 8, McCarthy going to be under center. Jones, the single back, big, tight formation. The Falcons showing a 5-3, maybe a 5-4. Going to pitch it back to Jones on the near side, pushing, fighting, and he goes nowhere. It's going to be a third down and 8. Wow. This is another shock. This right here is another shock. The Dolphins are done. The Dolphins are freaking done. I can't with them anymore. They get blown out by Danny Dimes' Colts. Then they get beat 33-27 by a rebuilding Patriots. I have no respect for that team anymore. I mean, I like to have respect. But I can't for a team that does that. 3rd and 7, though. McCarthy looking to throw. Pressure coming big time. McCarthy escapes. Trying to run it himself. Pushing, fighting. Fights for yardage. Did he get there? He extended it. He might have just barely snuffed the line to gain. No, he did not. We're going to spot him about half a yard short. And that is a good spot. He was about half a yard short. The Vikings, though, are going to go for it. From the 36.5, big, tight, bunching formation. The Falcons showing that they're going to be ready to cover it. Pushing it with JJ, and they didn't get there. They couldn't get there. It's turned over. Turned over on downs. Falcons football. They lost about a half yard on that. So on the 36-yard line, the Falcons will take over. Wow, taking a look at what happened there. Just the Falcons bunched up too much, and there was no room for McCarthy to go. McCarthy went low. There was nowhere for him to go high. So he was toast. Oh, he never even got the snap. He never even possessed the ball until he was down in the pile. There was nowhere to go. So Atlanta now taking over at the Minnesota 36 with a 1st down and 10. Penix in the I formation, triple right. I believe that's going to be single left. I believe it's a tight end. Going to send a man in motion to the near side, looking to hand off to Bijan to the outside, trying to make some room, pushing, fighting, runs over Byron Murphy Jr. and is going to get down to the 30 for a gain of 6. And just like that, Bijan Robinson and the Falcons are going to keep moving. A huge push over and just kind of tumbling over Byron Murphy Jr. Get a few more yards. Here we go. 2nd down and 4. Falcons again out of the I. They love the I formation. Bijan in the gun sends Drake London across formation. Looking to throw. Big pressure. Dumps out to the outside to Bijan, who catches it. Trying to make some yardage down to the 25. Pushing, fighting down to the 20. It's a 1st down Falcons. Atlanta is moving the ball. Wow. This is about the 3rd stadium I've heard Crazy Train in today. I'm not complaining. Wow. Uh-oh. After replay assistance, incomplete. See. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be incomplete at the 20-second mark on the play clock. So here we go. 3rd down and 8 coming up, I believe it is. Or 3rd down and 6, I think. 3rd and 4. No, 4. My brain ain't working. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Falcons. And the fans are getting rowdy here. Will this mess up the cadence and will this mess up the Falcons again? I don't think it will, but it could. As the Vikings are in a throwback home uniform. It's showing 4th, but it is actually 3rd. So now the Falcons are showing 3s. There you go. It is 3rd down. They did convert it over. So 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Falcons. The screen says 3, but it is actually a full 4. Here we go. Penix in the gun with Bijan to his left. London and McLeod out to the left side. And you're going to have Kyle Pitts on the right side. It's actually Trips left. On the near side, I think you have Darnell Mooney. Here we go. In the gun. Michael Penix trying to find the Vikings showing a heavy blitz, showing 7 on the line. Going to drop back, though. Penix over the middle. That's caught by Pitts to the 20. Down to the 15 for a 1st down. And that is a bigger gain than the run with, or than the pass to Bijan anyway. And just like that, Kyle Pitts working the numbers, working the magic. And here we go. First down and 10 coming up for the Falcons from the 15 of the Vikings. Threatening to score here again. 7 receptions last week for Kyle Pitts. Tied for second most in his career on 8 targets. But first down and 10. Ready to go here. So, Val, please tell me you're wearing pants in that thumbnail. I am. I'm wearing pants. Well, actually, I'm not wearing pants. Not wearing pants. Wearing shorts. These are shorts. Real men wear shorts. Oh. Oh, boy. Hey, if you care to join, you're more than welcome to, Violet. You're more than welcome to. Up to you. But here we go. 7.5 to go. Second down and 5 coming up for the Falcons in a huge drive to try and get a 2-possession lead early in this game. From the just outside the 10-yard line, the Vikings showing heavy blitz. Penix in the gun. And that's going to be a tight end to his left. Take the snap. Looking to throw. Pressure coming from his left. Throws to the outside. And it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney had it and dropped it around the side. So a 3rd down and 5 coming up now for the Falcons. Remember, the Falcons were around here last time when they got messed up by fan noise. So that is going to be a huge considering factor. That is going to be a huge considering factor. You know nothing about football, but your vote's on the Vikings? Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. And again, I know we've been talking. If you want to join up tonight, you're still more than welcome to. I'd love to have you on eventually on one of these. That'll be a cool little series showing you football on these streams. That'll be a fun little series through some of these. As Penix looking to throw. 3rd and 5. Pressure coming, scrambling to the near side, trying to make something happen. Throws towards the end zone. Incomplete. Mooney was out of bounds. Mooney was out of bounds and he couldn't reel it in anyway. 4th down and 5 and the field goal unit coming back on with Parker Romo. So my family goes to bed, but I love joining at some point. Well, hey, if they end up going to bed early, we'll be live all game. So if your parents end up going to bed early and, you know, you want to hop on for a little bit, you're more than welcome to. Just hop back in the chat, let me know, and we'll hook it up. We will hook it up. It's no problem. So here we go. Parker Romo made one from 38 where he shanked it more than a prison cell. He better not shank this one here from 29. And the kick is up, and it is good. Well, more than good. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead. All right. While we're at the commercial break, though, I want to go ahead and tease you guys a little something. I want to tease you guys with what I've been working on. I'm going to put some more work into these tonight as well. Arrow real quick. But I got some new graphics. True North, why is your dad not in the stream? He goes to bed early on Sundays, man. He's got to get up. He gets up at like 7 in the morning on weekdays. He's up at 7 so he's ready for work. So I can show you guys something I've been. Let me pull in. We'll pull in pins. That's all I'll tease you. I am working on some new graphics. I am working on some new lower level stuff here. We got a new Steelers. Imagine sleeping. I know. Let me show you guys some of these. These are some of the new. Couldn't be you. You know, that's sad. It's sad because it's true. It's it's Sand Patrol, as Metallica would say. But yeah, these are some of the new graphics packages I've been working on. A little bit cleaner, makes it a little bit more clean, a bit better looking. See, we have a little bit of a soft glow down here with the Ravens. Oh, yeah. These are some of the new ones. I'm still working my butt off to make, but I'm looking at making these all ready for next week. Because, you know, I liked these old graphics I had over here. Like these ones that are down over here. I liked these better than the first ones I ever did. In fact, you know what? I'll go ahead and do a little comparison with you guys. I still have my graphics package from 2022. The first year I did distance stream. And you'll see how much these graphics have grown. Like, these were the first graphics I ever did. Up here. These were the first ones I ever did, and they were not good. They were not good. I mean, they got the job done, but, like, the gradient looked so much better at the time. But, like, now I love what I have with these. And these have the timeouts baked into them. Spain without the S. Exactly. That's why, for the first Super Bowl I ever covered, the Super Bowl in 2023, that would have been Super Bowl 58? 57. Well, 57. I created this graphics package that you guys see now, where the timeouts are actually independent. Like, I can move this timeout, and whoa, there goes the Falcons timeout. It's over my eyes. The Falcons timeout's over my eyes now. But, like, these new ones are going to have the timeouts baked onto the graphics. I think it'll be a lot better. It'll be more consistent. It's going to be a lot easier for me to bring everything in. We have a flag on the kick return. But yeah, I'm looking forward to unveiling these things. I've been wanting to make some new ones for a while, and I think I finally... The CBS score bug gave me the inspiration. Ooh. Holding against the Vikings, number 59. I don't have him on my call sheet. They're not giving me bingo. But yeah, that's the... Those look great on the 8-bit streams. Hashtag never forget. The 8-bit streams are gone, man. I'm sorry. I know you miss them, but they're gone. Oh, first down and 10 coming up from the 14 for the Vikings. Big, tight formation here. With two receivers out to the outside. Likely a run. Going to hand off. Running to the near side with room to go with Aaron Jones. Diving over a defender to the 21. And actually dove over number 21. Cornerback Mike Hughes of the Falcons. Yeah, I mean, they didn't get the job done once the stream quality went up. And, like, now that the rest of the stream is, like, actually coming together, these aren't really feeling right, you know? The CBS score bug really gave me the inspiration with the solid color and the alternate color timeout as opposed to this gradient. So that's kind of, I use that as inspiration, but I still want to have a little gradient, a little bit of pop. So, 2nd and 3, Jones cutting out to the outside, and he gets a yard. Stands for a yard, but that is it. Okay. But yeah. So I thought, you know, we're back now in a permanent setup now that I've graduated. I'm not worrying about moving back and forth and all around. I figured it's time for another revamp. So here we go, 3rd down and 2. My goal is to have these ready for this coming week. But 3rd and 2 coming up from the 22. McCarthy in the gun, trips right, takes a snap, looking to throw, pressure building. McCarthy gonna be sacked at the 13. And just like that, the Vikings are gonna have to punt. Oh my word. Minnesota, what are you doing? Hoping to get back to Japan at the end of the year. I want to get back into live streaming. Oh, it's a lot of fun. I love it. I absolutely love it. And sometimes conversations go where you don't expect. Like Tom Grassi. The offensive line's just not giving JJ time. The Vikings have a similar problem to the Steelers, I'd say. The offensive line's not giving time. Nightbot coming in clutch again. I love you, Nightbot. You're my best friend in the whole wide world. That is a robot. As the fair catch is going to be caught at the 28. I don't want to start an IRL stream, walk around Tokyo. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't. You got to be careful with that. I've seen the clips. You got to be careful with that. Otherwise, people on the internet pick chaos in that situation. Sometimes they're wholesome. Most times they're chaos. Just imagine. LMAO, I am pervert staring at your bra right now. Ha 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 ha. That might not go over too well, especially in a country with the culture of Japan. Even though I've never been there, I'd imagine based off of what we get in America, the culture is very like the border in the back has a giant bomb. Oh no. You know that would happen, too. You know that would happen. Let's see. If I sink this in the trash bin, everyone watching has to like and subscribe. I made it. Y'all have to like and subscribe now. What are you doing? We're on the road to 200 subs. What are you doing? You are the reason that we are not at 200 subs yet. We are that close that you are the reason. Your headphones died. No. Get them things back on the charger. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Let me find an emoji. Where's like an ang? Ang. Nope. Whoa, Nightbot. Bad Nightbot. Okay, you know what? I need to like. It literally deletes everything. It literally will delete everything. Let me go into Nightbot and just eliminate that moderation. I don't care about emojis. I just had it because I thought that would help prevent the bots. But like, it's not preventing the bots. Just turn off that that moderation. As Michael Penix looking to throw on first down and 10, has all day, throws to the outside, going to be caught up to the 31 by Tyler Algier, but there's a flag. We're going to disable excess emotes. Well, I guess your message of all of these right here is kind of what triggered it. Yeah, like, I think that was the message that triggered Nightbot, and the Nightbot said, oh, whoa, you don't know, you're bad. You're a bad, evil person. Turn that off. It's turned off now. Didn't have to worry about that. Good now. So here we go. 4:15 and rolling to go in the first quarter. Falcons with a first down and 10 after the penalty from the 33. Their own 33 sends a man in motion as Darnell Mooney. Going to look to hand off to Algier, pushing and fighting for yardage, and he's going to push his way to the 38. Have Algier for something, don't? No, we don't. Jordan Mason. You have, like, I never realized how menacing Nightbot is. You have my attention. You have my attention. Like, that sounds threatening. As soon as I'm talking about Nightbot being threatening, he's like, enjoying the stream? Like and subscribe. Pushing with Algier. First down for the Falcons. Oh boy. Go ahead and take a look-see over here. We're at 195 subscribers. Can we do it tonight in this stream? Can we hit the big old 200 in this stream tonight? That would be pretty chill if we do. You only need 5 more clicks. 5 more subs down below. That's all we need. Meanwhile, here we go. Passing yards 27 to -7 in favor of the Falcons. Here we go. First down and 10 from the 44. Their own 44. Penix in the eye. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Pressure off the edge. Big time. Throws deep over the outside. Caught by Kyle Pitts. Fighting. Gets down to the 43 of the Vikings. A big Falcons first down. And this arrow is facing the wrong way. Nobody's correcting me. There we go. Let's go ahead and flip that real quick. All right. Yeah. Taking a look. Michael Penix having a nice job firing quickly under duress. I think it was Jonathan Grenard that was going to be on the pressure, too. Here we go. Once again, back in the eye. Penix in the gun with Bijan on the back. Sends a man in motion across formation. Very tight formation. Oh, a flag. False start on the offense. Kyle Pitts. That's no bueno. Muy mal. No bueno. Here we go. First down and 15 from the 49. Looking to throw. Penix having time. Loads up over the middle. Going to be caught. Drake London to the 30. Ball comes out. And Minnesota has it to the 25, to the 30. He's going to push and fight. Gets down to the 33. Eric Wilson knocked out. I did not catch who got it back. But wow. That was number 26 on the Vikings. Of course, I don't have him on my call sheet. But Eric Wilson just punching it out. Wow. Go ahead and flip that arrow around real quick. What an absolutely incredible call there. Go ahead and see. That's a she. All right, let me grab a. I don't need a Halls right now. I need some. Hey, we all need some Michael Bublé in our lives. I think we can all agree on that. We all need some Michael Bublé. Although I really love like the pink and blue one. Oh my word, that's amazing. I had that last night. It ain't going too bad on its own, but like it has pineapple, mango, peach. Oh, it's good. So good. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah. All right. Bro, what? This was supposed to be just WNBA. Apparently a dildo was thrown in the Bengals game. Don't tell me that's going to be the new thing in the NFL. Please tell me that's not going to be. Ugh. We'll see. Taking a look. Ugh. Man. Yeah. So we are back taking a look at Eric Wilson punching the ball out of Drake London's hands. Just like that. He had a clean punch at it. Hide emotes. There we go. So first down and 10. Ready to rock and rodeo. McCarthy under center. Big tight formation. Sends a tight end in motion across. Looking to throw. Having time. McCarthy to the near side. Has his man caught. And that is Justin Jefferson. We're going to spot him a yard short. Hey. First, or it's saying no, it's not a first down, is it? Yeah, no, it's 2nd and 1. All right. So 2nd down and 1 with just under a minute to go in this first quarter. McCarthy under center, tight formation, potentially a run. On audible, the Falcons showing blitz. Sends a man in motion, going to hand off to the outside, pushing and fighting as Mason, battling, losing a yard. 3rd down and 2. Oh boy. They're down and 2 coming up. Man. There's just nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. So here we go. Third down and 2. Over here. From the 40. McCarthy in the gun. Takes a snap. Gonna hand off. Mason fighting, pushing. Gets the first down right at the line to gain. But he did clearly cross it. That does take us to the end of the first quarter. All right. Q2. Let me go ahead and flip that for the app. Oh, man. Yeah, just taking a look. Oh, we have a little bit of... I still can't believe what the Steelers did. It's absolutely atrocious. And I realize I move this a whole lot. I move it a lot. Taking a look. Steelers they actually did a whole on flyover at the game today. That's cool. They did a full on military flyover with 2 Chinooks. I'm proud of my organization. I'm proud of them. I am absolutely proud of them for what they did today. Okay. We are getting ready to rock and rodeo here. The Vikings now trying to move the ball. They're down 6. They have not been able to move the ball effectively. Hopefully, for their sake, they can. But this is looking a lot like last week. This is looking a lot like last week. Taking a look at Monday Night Football, we got Buccaneers, Texans, and Chargers, Raiders tomorrow. We're going to be live for both of those. Then we got Dolphins, Bills Thursday night. We'll be live for at least the second half of that one. You know, we will be there. All right. There's my bub. Here we go. U.S. Bank Stadium here. Start of the second quarter. 6-0 Falcons lead as the Vikings are trying to drive. Can the Minnesota Vikings manage to make it happen? Let's see. And check on. Go. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Looking at the start of the second quarter. The Vikings with J.J. McCarthy trying to drive and trying to make his magic happen. First down and 10 from his own 42.5. And under center with the back is Mason looking to throw. Has time to the outside. Dumps off to Mason. That's a leg of the parlay. We can go ahead and check that off right now. A Jordan reception. No, he's good for it. Oh, he's good for it. Well, let's see. So we got to see the passing yards tick up. Second down and 8. McCarthy under center. Takes a snap, looking to throw, having time. Pressure starting to build. McCarthy going to keep it himself and picks up about 3. Knocks his own guy down out of bounds in the process. Go ahead and unhide these. There we go. Oh my gosh. Missed a message from True North. Because we were on Top Chat, not Live Chat. Got that true north. As McCarthy throws to the outside, going to be caught. Climbing the ladder for a first down is Jalen Naylor. We got Kevin. Thoughts on the Giants versus Cowboys game? You know, I wasn't able to keep up as much with it, but from what I saw, I was shocked. I am actually going to be going in on the Giants this year. Like, they did not look terrible. I'm going to be going a little bit more in on the Giants. Not all the way. Again, I think this game showed more about the Cowboys than it did the Giants. I thought the Cowboys offense was going to be there, and apparently it decided to be square. So I really think that game shows that the NFC East could very easily be the NFC least. It's going to come down to the Commanders and Eagles. Much better? Yeah, the Giants played a lot better. The Giants played well. It's just the Cowboys, I mean, they got the win. Yes. But it was an ugly win. I don't think I've ever seen a win so ugly this year. I mean, I dare to say that's worse than the Steelers-Jets. I dare say that's worse than Steelers-Jets. It was ugly. The Cowboys should have had the offensive firepower to run away with that game, and instead they had to come back. Yeah, the defense, you're going to have a hit, but also you got Kenny Clark, I think it is, from Green Bay. So I really feel like that game shows that the Giants are able to play, and the Cowboys just are not. They're not. I'll say it again. They are not. They just not show me that they are a team that can effectively play. If your defense entirely revolves around Micah Parsons to the fact that you're going to struggle like this, I don't know. I'm out on the Cowboys after that. I was in on them after week 1. Vikings going to run with Mason, pushing the pile all the way. Going to be a 3rd down and 1 from a 2nd and 9. About the 31.5, 32-yard line. But the big thing that we learned a lot about today was the Steelers. The Steelers had a horrendous and embarrassing day. Like, I am proud of the organization for what they did prior to the game, but I am embarrassed of what they did on Caleb Johnson incident. Then you had the Calvin Austin miscommunication in the end zone interception. On top of the fact that defense couldn't stop much of anything all day. I have serious concerns about that team. I mean, Mike Tomlin will still will the way to being 500 or better as the Vikings get the first down on a run. But yeah, I mean, I have big concerns about the Steelers after today. I didn't think I would have that many concerns, but man, I was wrong. I was wrong. Always hit or miss with the Steelers. Yeah, but at the same time, you brought in Darius Slay. You brought in Jalen Ramsey. You brought in Aaron Rodgers. DK Metcalf. Yeah, you lost George Pickens. You also brought in Jonnu Smith. You brought in a lot of high-end talent, especially on the defensive side. You had a strong front 7, and you brought in 2 more defensive backs. Oh, my word. McCarthy just got sacked at the 39. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, I know it has been hot and cold with the Steelers, but given the amount of stuff they brought in, I was not concerned with the secondary. I am getting concerned with the secondary. I am for sure getting concerned with the secondary. Brought in Darius Slay and Jalen Ramsey. I thought for sure that was going to help shore up that secondary, for sure. And again, they kept getting beat. They kept getting gashed in the run game because their front 7. That was my big concern with the Steelers this year. Again, and they're proving me right. The front 7 is not living up to the expectations. I thought they were going to do better than this, though. But again, I don't know. I was very bullish on the Steelers this year, and now I am back to kind of cautiously optimistic. Like, I want to say this team will recover and rebound. But after what I've seen the last 2 weeks out of that defense, I have moved from all in to cautiously optimistic. Are the pieces in place? Yes. Are they being put together like the pieces of a puzzle? Yeah. That's what needs to happen before they're going to be elite. So, I've been very disappointed by the way that defensive unit's played. McCarthy throwing deep on 3rd and 18. Oh my word, he got it. No, wait. They're saying Adam Thielen had it, lost it after hitting the ground, And then it went out of bounds after the... See? That's close. Vikings were on the ball, getting ready to go. And they're going to go for it. No challenge. The ball is going to remain 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy loads up for the end zone. Gets Jalen Naylor at the 2. 1st and goal coming up. Here comes our Jordan Mason touchdown. Let's frickin' get it, boys. Come on. Come on. Let's get our Jordan Mason touchdown. Let's go. And I'm going to offer fantasy. He had to have had an amazing... Oh, yeah, wasn't he? Didn't he have like 119 receiving yards or something like that? His test today. Oh, my gosh. 3 touchdowns. Yeah, you're feasting. You are feasting. But 1st and goal, going to look to throw. Oh, my gosh. Ball comes out. McCarthy scrambling, trying to make something happen. Loads up to the end zone. Overthrown for Justin Jefferson. Man, you are absolutely feasting today after that. That is incredible. Now, McCarthy was trying to fake the pitch. And he was trying to fake the pitch and ended up losing it. Let's see, we got Billy Mike OG. Joe Burrow out for the season, just posted on Bleacher Report. I knew that he was week to week and he was in a walking boot with crutches. I'll check that out here in a second here. 2nd and goal coming up. Mason's still the back. Let's run it in for a Mason touchdown. Play a game. Let me take a look. Joe Burrow. If I look it up on X... Grade 3, maybe not for the season. He might come back at the very end of the season. According to the NFL, just a post from the NFL on X 11 minutes ago. Bengals QB Joe Burrow feared to have suffered a grade 3 turf toe that will require surgery for at least 3 months. Just about the season. Yeah, just about. I mean, he might come back for like week 16, 17 if the Bengals are in the hunt. But, oh my gosh. J.J. McCarthy is sacked. Minnesota, you had the ball at the 2-yard line. Why couldn't you punch it in with frickin' Jordan Mason? Sorry if I'm getting a little extra emotional about this because, again, referring to Jason's picks tonight, he went over 44.5. Jordan Mason touchdown. Michael Penix throwing for 225 or more, or over 225. A Jordan Mason reception, and J.J. McCarthy throwing over 200 yards. I'm feeling good about this. Feeling good about this. This is going to be hit or miss, but I think we'll get there. This is where we need it. McCarthy looking to throw. Pressure coming, and he's going to be sacked again. 4th and goal at the 15. I mean, I think this Joe Burrow situation is going to be like Aaron Rodgers last year. Or 2 years ago, the drama with, is Aaron Rodgers going to come back? I think that's going to... The question is going to be, are the Bengals in contention? If they're in contention, Joe Burrow comes back probably week 17, week 8. If not, he's not coming back till next year. They're not going to risk re-injuring him for a bigger injury. For him coming back premature. But if they're fighting, he's going to come back. Riker does send this kick up through the uprights. It is 6-3. Not 6-6. 6-3. Wow. The images of Joe Burrow's turf toe injury are being sent to noted foot specialist Dr. Robert Anderson. Surgery is deemed necessary. I would expect to. Burrow was in a walking boot on crutches after today's game. So I think the doctor must have gotten back and said, yeah, it needs... This says that might. He's feared. But they don't usually use that lightly. They don't throw it around. There's genuine concern if their NFL is posting. But we'll see. That'll be very interesting. Very interesting. So, how about that Colts game today? I watched most of that game after we got back, and I watched especially the ending. Oh my word! Okay, they call that a lower body injury. Yeah, they don't specify in hockey. Specifics aren't important to hockey players. But how about that Colts game? That was an incredible ending. The fact that the kick was missed, but there was leveraging against the Broncos, which then results in the kick being made. That was kind of crazy to watch. Man. Let's see. Take a look here. Let me see. Take a look at the Browns. The Browns put up more of a fight than I thought they would. They really did. They really put up a strong fight today. I'm surprised. I mean, I thought the Ravens would have had that in the bag from the get-go. From opening whistle. Game over, you know? It wasn't. Taking a look here at U.S. Bank Stadium. 7:06 to go in the second quarter. The Falcons getting ready to get the ball. Go ahead and flip this arrow. And take a look-see over here. Here we go. 6-3. The kick is up and away. We received at the 3. Bumbled! Into the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Down at the 23 is number 20 for the Falcons. I don't have him on my call sheet. Oh, that's No, that's D. Alford. Yeah, I have him. He's at the very bottom of my call sheet. Let's see. Okay. So as we are getting ready here, 6-3, 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, out of the I formation yet again. Single left, single right. The Vikings showing a 5-3 or 5-2, 5-1. And going to hand it off to Bijan up the middle, pushing and fighting down at the 30. Low scoring game. Yeah, I thought it was going to be high scoring. I was wrong. But there's still time. There's still time for us to get some tutties on the board. So, we'll see. Second down and 3. Went up for the Falcons. Again, out of the I formation. The Falcons love the I formation. They absolutely love it. Again, with the big body personnel. One receiver on the near side, one to the far. And takes the snap. Going to hand off again. Pushing and fighting. And Bijan's going to be a yard short. Setting up a 3rd down and 1 coming up now. Ugh. We will see. 3rd down coming up now for the Falcons. And here we go. Don't worry, Steelers. You're going to lose 7 games to go 9-7. And going to hand off to Algier. Big first down there on 3rd and inches. Up to the 35. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm afraid the Steelers team is going to be what they've always been. But this time, it's not going to necessarily be because of offense. It's going to be because of the offensive line. It's going to be because of the secondary and the defense. So, Steelers have never really had a defense problem. Because the front 7 has always been so efficient and effective at getting to the quarterback. This year, they just have not been. They've not been. They really haven't. And the offensive line is crumbling behind in front of Aaron Rodgers, so he has to hustle to throw it. Meanwhile, Penix, pressure coming, looking to throw, and he's going to get dropped at the 26. Second down and 19 coming up. Dallas Turner on the sack, working alongside his partner in crime, Javon Hargrave, former Steeler himself. Oh, boy. Wow. Ivan Pace Jr. is well involved in that. But Dallas Turner with the lone sack. You don't need a pass rush in the NFL. Just ask Jerry Jones. Maybe that's why they had to struggle and win in overtime against the Giants today. As Penix looking to throw over the middle, it's dropped. Intended for trade for Ray McLeod, and he just said, I got it, never mind. Oh, man. So third down and 20 coming up now for the Falcons. 4:10 to go in this half. Vikings Nation is getting excited here, ready to rock and rodeo with their team. The Falcons trying their hardest here. Play clock is winding down. Again, communication being a trouble in Minnesota. Third down and 20. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Panics. Having time. Dumps down to the near side to Bijan. To the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 41, just about. It's going to be a 4th down and 4. They got some yardage, but still going to have to punt it away. So the Vikings will have just about 3.5 minutes and 3 timeouts. Let's see. Price the return man here for the Vikings. Go ahead and flip arrow. Time. Hey, we're having a good old time here tonight. Even though the game was like not scoring at all. Fun is up and away. To be received at the 13 and brought right down as Price by number 28 on the Falcons. I don't have you on my call sheet. So 3:23 to go in the second quarter, and the Vikings will have the ball with 3 timeouts. I think now is a good time for us, though, to take a look at what we're doing. So go ahead and go over to Ash and take a look at where our stats lie right now. Half over that we took at 9. Touchdown, we are at none. Look at the box score as to what we have. Michael Penix, passing yards, 72. Going to the Viking side of things. We have our reception for Jordan Mason. McCarthy is at 61 passing yards. So we need the second half to be a strong offensive. I mean a strong offense. So we'll have to hope for the best. Look, see over. Oh, I can actually kind of relax as we are rocking and rolling here. If you guys are enjoying the game, dropping a like, dropping a subscribe does help us out a whole lot. Again, we are on the push to 200 subscribers. We are at 196. Just 4ians. 4ians that aren't subscribed. Going down below the stream and hitting that subscribe button, and we would hit that tonight, which would be insane, considering we started the season at 117 subscribers. We have had an absolute balloon this season. I'd love you guys. I'd love everyone here to be part of that. We're having a good old time, and that's what I try to do. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for dropping both. Greatly appreciated, man. Oh, boy. But yeah, we are getting ready, though, as well for tomorrow. A heads up as well to all you guys. We will be live from about 7 p.m. Eastern time all the way until the end of the Chargers-Raiders game, which will probably be around 1 a.m. So we'll be live for about 6 hours straight tomorrow, covering both Monday Night Football games. I already have the game stuff pulled up. We can actually see over. Yeah, we have this one. Don't mind the chat. I haven't adjusted it yet. But the other one set up as well for the other game. So we got them all set up. Basically doing what we did last Sunday, but having 2 games to call, which will be pretty fun. So first down and 10 coming up now for the Vikings here with 3.5 to go from their own 13. You got McCarthy in the gun. Tight formation, going to handoff up the middle is Jones to the 19-yard line, maybe the 20, but I think the 19. Brian Kelly being evaluated for concussion, the center for the Vikings. So Juergens is now in at center for the Vikings. He's the backup center right now. Second down and 4 coming up for the Vikings from the 19-yard line. Takes the snap, looks to throw. McCarthy, pressure, over the middle, caught. That's at the 20. That's Adam Thielen for the first down. Or the 25, my bad. Not the 20. That was the purple line. 25. So here we go. First down and 10 coming up now for the Vikings. Looking at McCarthy, he is 7 for 9 for 68 passing yards tonight. And we are ready to go. I love messing with this. Like, I really love tinkering with it. It's too much fun. So here we go. First down and 10, McCarthy. Under center, Jones the back, sends a man in motion as Naylor to the outside. Takes the snap, going to look to throw. McCarthy, having time, loads up deep to the outside to Naylor. And it's picked. It is picked by number 33. I think they said that was Bowman Jr. Wow. J.J. McCarthy just got picked off. He legitimately picked it off on Jalen Naylor's arm. Brother, he used Jalen Naylor's arm to pick off that pass. Oh, man. And just like that, how the turns have tabled. How the turns have tabled. And now the Falcons will take over at the Viking 39-yard line. Go ahead and flip that arrow around real quick. With 2 timeouts and 2:03 to go. McCarthy talking it over with Kevin O'Connell as the Falcons actually the 38. Again, Penix in the I formation. 2 receivers in the near. Kyle pitch to the far. Sends London in motion. Going to look to handoff. Up the middle, pushing and fighting is Bijan gets 3 down to the 35. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Man, this game is not scoring at all. This game is not a high-scoring one at all. If you wanted offense, I don't know why you came here. Because clearly you don't want offense if you're here. Man. Let's see. Taking a look around at the Twitter or the X to see if we got any new NFL news besides the Joe Burrow is going to be out for at least 3 months, most likely. So keep that in mind. The Bengals going to be without Joe Burrow. Let's see. Ben Johnson, not really, kind of bitter, but not like outwardly speaking out against Dan Campbell for supposedly running up the score. Just, I guess, fair. So, taking a look again here. Oh boy. Look, the Blues had a post. Interesting. But I am not really seeing too much in terms of big news. And, Jaguars fans are calling for the team to suspend Brian Thomas Jr. for a game after he had multiple awful drops. Wow. There's having a bad game, and then there's having such a bad game that your own team doesn't want you. Wow. Wow. Incredible. Yeah, and back over here. As we are ready to roll here on the other side of the 2-minute warning. I'm glad I didn't pick them up. Yeah, you should be glad. There were multiple awful drops, apparently. So here we go. 6-3 favoring the Falcons as they have the ball with a 2nd down and 7. On the other side of the 2-minute warning, Raheem Morris seeing if he can't get a touchdown. Because remember, the Falcons won the toss and chose to receive. They chose to receive the ball. Here we go. Michael Penix Jr. in the gun. Double left, double right. Back is out Algier. Sends Kyle Pitts out in motion. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Flag for an offside, which means that's going to be a flag for an offside on the near side. Trying to figure it out. But it's going to be offside on Jonathan Grenard. And number 58, Jonathan Grenard, actually in a little bit of pain after that. Whoa. See. Offsetting penalty. Offsetting penalties. Replay 2nd down. But Jonathan Grenard is down in pain. Wow. And the hold was actually because of the offsides. It was Wilkinson that got hit with the hold because Jonathan Grenard was his guy and Jonathan Grenard was offside. Wow. Wow. I think that just comes from knowing what the penalty was, knowing that he jumped early. I mean, in the moment, it's hard, but like, that's something that I think should have been. He shouldn't have dropped. Shouldn't have said, I got to stop him. So, because it was a free play. So again, not really sure I like what the offensive lineman did. I get why he did it though. So. Looking at the Caleb Johnson, that's a huge, huge off. Oh my gosh. Jabril Pepper is going to wear a Guardian cap the rest of the season. Now, or he said it today after the game in the post-game presser. Chris Joe. Oh, I lost my call sheet. Chris Jones having an exchange with Jalen Hurts after the game. Oh boy. Oh, we'll see. Bo Nix was. I remember seeing that. Bo Nix got heated on the sideline. Mike McDaniel. Oh my gosh, the Dolphins are a walking disaster. They're a walking train wreck. They're playing like a beached whale. Even their coach is speaking like a beached whale. This is the exact quote from Mike McDaniel in a post-game presser. Where to win games, you have to win the game. Not lose the game, honestly. And that is how you lose the game. Einstein. So here we go. Minute 56 to go. In the I formation again. Penix going to hand off to the near side to Robinson. Pushing, fighting for yardage down. Right about the line to gain. Did he get there? No. They're going to spot him half a yard short. But yeah, the Dolphins are just a walking train wreck. That team is like actively disintegrating. Wait, did Doug not write that for Mike McDaniel? I wouldn't be shocked if he did. In fact, we actually haven't talked to Dougbot. We'll talk to Dougbot today and see what he... Ask Dougbot at the half what he thinks of the Dolphins. Because I forgot. I actually have VS Code working again. So we can actually ask Dougbot things again. So 3rd and inches, Tyler Algier the back, under center, and 1:15 and rolling to go. Let's see, Penix takes a snap, going to hand off. Algier to the 25, down to the 20, down to the 19. To keep that ball moving. Bijan Robinson, I heard he had a bad day, but he had almost as bad a day as Aaron Rodgers did passing. 4 catches on 12 targets. How do you miss that many chances? Here we go. Penix looking to throw on 1st and 10. Out to the outside, going to be caught. Getting out of bounds is Algier. They're going to stop the clock at the 50-yard line. Oh, my word. Go ahead and 2nd down and 6 from the 15. Penix in the gun with the back to his right. Take the snap, looking to throw. Penix out to the outside, has a man in the end zone, and it's not going to be there. Intended for Darnell Mooney, but on the coverage was Isaiah Rodgers. And a 3rd down coming up now for the Falcons. Again, off of the interception of J.J. McCarthy. So here we go. That was behind Bijan and was ahead of the other one. The 2nd quarter is dragging. That's what happens when you don't got a lot of points on the board. Quarters tend to drag. We had points early, and then we haven't had anything scoring-wise for like the last 10 minutes. Let's see. Taking the snap. Looking to throw his Penix over the near side. Incomplete. 4th down and 6. 28 seconds left. Gotta kick it. I didn't even realize. Oh, yeah, the Vikings had an injury timeout, so they had to burn a timeout. But here comes the kick. Ask Dougbot. Vikings kicker is also the kicker from Star Trek. And so Parker Romo. Ready to add another field goal to the board. I feel like I'm watching Super Bowl 53 all over again. Good. I feel like I'm watching Super Bowl 53 all over again. It is that low scoring. Go ahead and flip this arrow around. Not sure they will do anything. They might. 2 timeouts. 30 seconds left. Okay. Got John in the chat. How's it going, John? How you doing tonight? And flip this arrow around. The Viking. Hopefully we get some on the board. We need to see some points. We want the points. We want the points. Man, looking at the roofing, US Bank Stadium's a beautiful stadium. Like, it is built as a dome, but it acts like an outdoor stadium. So here we go. The Vikings might try to double up here. They're talking with J.J. McCarthy. That tells me they might try and go for something here. They give J.J. the chance. It looks. I can hold a pen in my beard. There we go. And here we go. The kick is going to be returned from the 5 to the 10 to the 15. Changing direction to the 20. Back laterally to the oh my gosh. Down to the 20. He went so far laterally that didn't go anywhere. The stadium has killed so many birds. I can only imagine with how much glass there is. See, Kevin saying Justin Jefferson sleeper. Well, I mean, the problem is when your quarterback isn't giving, when your rookie quarterback doesn't have time to throw, they're not able to do much. No? We will see. They're going to go for it here. 18 seconds left. McCarthy in the gun. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Pressure starting to build. McCarthy gets sacked. And you could hear them scream like, Doorless on the sack. Oh, Falcons have an injury. And again, though, the offensive line is just not giving for JJ to run with all the heavy gold chains around his neck. Well, the problem is that the Vikings just are not giving him time. They're not. So, who's down? Can't get a number. They're cutting around. For 24, AJ Terrell is the injured Falcon. He's up on his feet. We'll see. On his feet, is he walking off? On coverage of Jalen Naylor. Oh, hamstring. Hamstring, left hammy. But he's walking under his own power entirely, which is good. Which is good. So it looks like he'll be fine. It might just be like a week or two out for a hamstring. Cam Jurgens still in the game. So Ryan Kelly still out for potential evaluation. Here we go. 12 seconds left. Second down and 13 to go for the Vikings. They're going to try and go for it again. They're not going to go and do the kneel. They got 12 seconds left and 2 timeouts. They're going to take advantage. Here we go. Falcons going pressure. Going a lot of pressure. And let's see. McCarthy takes a snap, looks to throw. Pressure starting to build. McCarthy loads up deep to the near side. Caught to the 50, 45. Justin Jefferson to the 40, to the 35. He's down at the 32. Time out. And the Vikings are going to get a field goal in before the half. That is huge. That is huge. So as we get into halftime, I'm going to go ahead and update my Jason's picks. Again, as a refresher, powered by Bet365, hashtag not sponsored. Over 44.5 points. Jordan Mason touchdown. Michael Penix over 225 passing yards. Jordan Mason reception, which we already got. And J.J. McCarthy over 200 passing yards. Here we go. Reichard ready to send this kick here. We need a higher scoring second half. We need a couple of touchdowns. But here we go for a 51-yarder. Reichard. Kick is up, and it is good. Doug Butt coming in clutch yet, or not Doug Butt, Nightbot coming in clutch. Thank you, Nightbot. So as we go into half, J.J. McCarthy has 118 passing yards. And now, if we go to Michael Penix, he has 76. 76. We need more passing out of Atlanta. So going to Raheem Morris. He won Super Bowl 56 with the Rams and 32, I think it was, with the Buccaneers as a coordinator, as an assistant. Pull up Doug Butt, though, real quick. Uh-oh. My ticker is not updating. Ticker, like, just died. There we go. We just updated this. And let's go ahead and talk Doug Butt real quick. Let's go ahead and see. Hey, Doug Butt, I hear the Miami Dolphins are completely crumbling from within. Care to give us your thoughts and a fun nickname for this team? Let's see what Dougbot has to say. Let's see what Dougbot has. Okay, so we're going to get an answer. Gotta wait.
The Miami Dolphins. Let's call them the Floundering Fins for today's performance. Looking at the latest scoring updates, the Dolphins are currently facing the Buffalo Bills. As of now, the Bills have just scored a touchdown, making it 21-10 in favor of the Bills heading into the third quarter. It seems the Dolphins' defense is struggling to keep up with Josh Allen and the Bills' offense. The Dolphins need to find some momentum if they want to avoid being totally capsized by the Bills. Perhaps they could channel their old-school vibes and pull out some magic in the second half. Time will tell if they can swim back into the game or continue to flounder.
Hold on, we're gonna answer back to Dougbot real quick. We're gonna answer to Dougbot. We're gonna confront Dougbot about his drinking problem, because clearly he's drunk if he thinks they're playing the Bills. We just take this off real quick. We're gonna confront Dougbot about this. We need to have an intervention. Dougbot, do you have a drinking problem? The Miami Dolphins were playing the New England Patriots today. If you do have a drinking problem, that's fine. We just want you to get some help. Let's see what Dougbot has to say about that. I love having this tool.
Oh, dear human, I assure you the only thing I'm drinking in is the latest sports stats. Let's make sure we have our fins firmly on the right game. Yes, the Miami Dolphins are indeed taking on the New England Patriots today. As of the latest update, the Dolphins have just scored a field goal to stretch their lead to 23-14 in the fourth quarter. The Floundering Fins seem to be holding their own against the Patriots, but they'll need to finish strong to sail away with the win. Keep those eyes peeled for a tight finish in this AFC East clash.
20? Are you sure about that? In the fourth quarter, are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? It could have never been 23-14. After 2 quarters of play, the Patriots had 15. The Dolphins had 21 after 20 after 3. At the end of the third, it was 20-23 in favor of the Patriots. Dougbot. Ugh. Oh my word. Dougbot, though, thinks about the high-scoring day today. Hey, Dougbot. So, week 2 of the NFL season has been a very high-scoring day today. Can you give us your thoughts? Also, I think you're wrong. The Dolphins never had a 23-14 lead today. I'm going to push the issue. I'm going to push the issue with this robot. It doesn't know how to get the things, and it answered a fairly long answer. What Dougbot has to say about that?
My circuits must have crossed a bit there. You caught me, but I promise no drinking is involved on my end. All right, let's dive into week 2 action. It's been an exhilarating day with lots of fireworks across the fields. Lots of high-scoring affairs to keep fans on the edge of their seats. Take, for example, the Los Angeles Chargers and Tennessee Titans game. The latest update has the Titans leading 31-24 in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills are handling business against the Las Vegas Raiders with a comfortable 31-10 lead. What we're seeing today is what I like to call some pigskin pyrotechnics. Offenses are in high gear and defenses are scrambling. It's a joy for anyone who loves to see the scoreboard light up. Can't wait to see how these games finish.
Dougbot! We're going to confront Dougbot again. Buffalo Bills played the New York Jets, and the Tennessee Titans played the Los Angeles Rams. Dougbot, I know you keep denying it, but I really suspect you are drinking, because the Buffalo Bills played the New York Jets today, and the Tennessee Titans played the Los Angeles Rams. Because I don't care that you have a drinking problem. You just need to admit it. Let's see how Dougbot handles that. This is your halftime show, people.
I appreciate your concern, dear sports enthusiast, but I assure you the only inebriation here is from the thrill of attempting to nail those sports stats. Let's recalibrate this and get it right. Indeed, the Buffalo Bills are clashing with the New York Jets, and it's quite the matchup. The Bills recently scored and are in the lead, 17-10, as we cruise into the late third quarter. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Titans are battling it out with the Los Angeles Rams, where the Titans have just edged ahead to 28-24. I admit, navigating this many games can sometimes be dizzying even for a bot, but rest assured my focus remains razor sharp for the love of the game.
Dogbot, you are a freaking computer mastermind. How can you not go to the websites I've told you to get your information? I get it. It might not be drinking. Is it marijuana? I've never had this much of a fight with Dogbot, but I'm pushing the issue tonight. I'm going all scorched earth on this. Totally not for my enjoyment.
My data processing circuits are clear-headed and focused only on the sports stats. I'm fully capable of referencing the right resources. Let's get back on track one more time. Today, the Buffalo Bills are indeed taking on the New York Jets. As of right now, the Bills have edged out in front with a lead of 24, 13 in the fourth quarter. As for the Tennessee Titans and their matchup, they're securing a nice lead of 28, 17 against the Los Angeles Rams. Remember, it's all about having a ball and enjoying the thrill of the game, Dot. There is one thing for certain in the world of sports. Expect the unexpected.
I think I'm done pushing the issue. Dogbot's just going to keep vehemently denying it and getting even more stats wrong. I don't want to overuse Dogbot either, because I do have to pay for it. Like, but always New York. Miami Dolphins are a beat. Miami Dolphins are legitimately a beat. That might be another video I make for this season happening. I might make that. Because they are a freaking beat. They had a players-only meeting. Mike McDaniels completely lost touch. In order to win the game, you gotta win the game, and I guess that's how you lose it. Then you got Tua saying, and I quote, about Tyreek Hill. Having talks with Reek, just don't think that I'm going to throw it 80 yards. As you're running, do your best to track it because you can potentially stop. Tua. They're just horrible. This team isn't, like, they've gone beyond horrible. They are reaching incompetency levels of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And that is very bad. You got Oof Kid in the chat saying, hey, how you doing, Oof Kid? How you doing? We're just talking about how the Miami Dolphins are actually rapidly turning into the Pittsburgh Pirates of football. And I don't wish that on anyone. I don't wish that on anyone. Growing up in the area, being a lifelong Pirates fan, I don't wish that on anyone. There is nothing worse in the sports world than a Pirates fan, knowing that your team is never going to do anything. Dolphins are just crumbling within them. Brutal. From Pittsburgh, yes sir, from the Berg. Proud and true. Got the hat. This comes out during the Steeler games. We did it last week. Me and my dad were watching the game down here. And because the Steelers came back, got the win. Oh, that area? Up by Erie, then. Up near, like, between Mercer and Erie. Been a Minnesota boy your whole life for all the teams? Hey, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Got Neon G-Tag. What's up, guys? How's it going, Neon? How you doing tonight? How you doing? Well, we're glad to have you. We are really glad to have you, man. We always appreciate having people in the chat. It's always fun to just, talk football, talk sports, talk everything. Yes, sir. Oh, I love going to Waldemere. I try to get up there when I can. Oh, man. That's like my big thing. I love to try to get up there once a year. Once every 2 years. Nice little park up there. Very nice little park up there. Also has one of my favorite roller coasters. Yeah, we are just chilling, watching as we halftime. We just had a fight with my chat bot because he doesn't want to admit it, but he has a problem. Whether it's drinking, whether it's marijuana, whether it's other drugs, I don't know, but he will not admit it. All teams for me. I'm very excited for the link. Fair enough. Let's see. Just hit 5K subs the other day, so I'm trying to find a good commentator to watch my Falcons. Hey, well, I do my best. I think I do a decent job on play-by-play. Yeah, we try to have a good time with that. I know the in-between's always been my struggle. That's where I've kind of thrived off chat, off of people I've streamed with. Great summers, but horrible winters. Oh, I know. Yeah, up at the lake, I would not even imagine that. I mean, even down here, I'm on the north side of Pittsburgh, and we get the snow belt from time to time. But, like, right off the lake, I can only imagine. I can only imagine how rough it will be. But if you guys are having a good time as we're talking, chatting football, chatting sports, chatting life, I like to go live every week for football games and have a couple other videos, a couple of live streams here and there as we see fit. Other various topics. But dropping a like, dropping a subscribe. 2 easy ways to show your support. As we are on the road to 200 subscribers, we are almost there. 4 clicks away, so we greatly appreciate it. Not required, but greatly appreciated. As we are getting close to the third quarter here. We're getting ready to rock and roll here. Let me go ahead and change this over to... They're getting ready to do in this preview, so I'm presuming we're getting into the third quarter. Let's go ahead. That over. Yeah. There we go. And the Vikings will be getting the ball, so they have a chance to double up here, which is big. They have a good chance of doubling up, especially the way this half ended. It was all Minnesota. Apart from the pick that led to a field goal, it was all Minnesota for the second quarter. But this is the first game this season without a touchdown in the first half. And taking a look at the quarterbacks, not terrible, just not a lot of passing tonight. Not a whole lot of passing. And get that arrow over to Minnesota. All right. Taking a look, 5 sacks for the Falcons because the Vikings offensive line has struggled. They have not been getting the job done right. Getting ready, you got Kendall Coyne Schofield and Royce Lewis. Getting ready to hype up the crowd for the second half, doing the skull. And we are getting ready to roll. Another drink. Yeah. Another buble. And the return is going to be to the 15, to the 20, to the outside, to the 22. And that is it. That is it. So the Vikings getting ready to take over here. Key moments, looking at that 4th and inches again where they had the bumbled drop. It led to a turnover on downs. Oh, shoot. Gotta walk my fish. Just joking. Gotta go to sleep now. We'll see you, man. Thanks for the sub. We always appreciate that, man. We'll see you next stream. We'll be live again tomorrow night, covering both Monday night games back-to-back in quick succession. Oh, fun little time there, but here we go. McCarthy, under center. Jones, the single back, one lone receiver to the high side, and it's going to be trips to the near side, tight on the formation. Going to send Naylor across the formation, pitching to the near side to Jones. Jones to the 25, pushing to the 30, and that's where he's going to go out of bounds. Let's see. Sam Darnold, where are you? Pete's asking for Sam Darnold. And I don't know. Like, the Vikings are just struggling. But, oh, Ryan Kelly is going to be out with a concussion. That word just came across us. Looking at the Falcons, A.J. Terrell Jr. is also out with a hamstring. But, man, I think what we're seeing is we're just seeing the growing pains of J.J. McCarthy. I think he has the makings of a strong quarterback. It's just the offensive line's not giving him time tonight. But 2nd and 2, going to look to throw. McCarthy, pressure off the edge. Dancing, throwing to the near side, going deep. Just over the reach of the elite. Going for the moon. Going for the moon. Wow. So 3rd down and 2 coming up now. Looking at Thielen, acquired from the Panthers on August 27th. Played his first 9 seasons with Minnesota. I remember his breakout year. I had him on my fantasy team that year. Just tuned in. Another bad week. Bad beats. Last minute. Jags and Dolphins killed me. Oh, the Dolphins, man. The Dolphins are a certified beached whale. They're playing more like a beached whale than a dolphin. So here we go. 3rd and 2. McCarthy looking to throw. Pressure off both edges. Throws over the middle. It's picked off. Picked off. That's Jesse Bates, I think. Down to the 30. No, it's not Jesse Bates, but it's returned to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Tackled by number 67. And that is Justin Skule. The pick was made by number 33. I don't have him on my call sheet. And it was intended for Hawkins. No, it's incomplete. It is incomplete. Bowman on his 2nd pick, it fell incomplete. Hawkinson, it bounced off of him and bounced off the ground, and Bowman had it. So that is good. Replay assist able to confirm that. 4th down and 2, the Vikings. And they're going to punt it. Okay, so here we go. 4th down and 2 for the Vikings. Going to punt this one away. So here we go. A quick 1-minute drive for the Vikings. Lead to no, not the Dolphins, the Falcons. Talking a lot about the Dolphins tonight. It will lead to the Falcons getting possession here. So here we go. 4th and 2. Right, getting ready to send this one away. Takes the snap, gets the punt off. Fortunately not blocked. Punt is going to be returned from the 20 for a fair catch. So, the Falcons are going to start off at their own 20. We'll see what Michael Penix Jr. can do here. Penix is 7 for 13 tonight for 76 yards. Again, looking back at Jason's picks for tonight while the Falcons get set. We have over 44.5 points. Don't know if that's happening. Jordan Mason for a touchdown. Michael Penix over 225 passing yards. A Jordan Mason reception, which we got. And J.J. McCarthy over 200 passing yards. And here we go. Again, out of the I formation. One receiver on either side now after sending Mooney to the near side. Takes the snap, looks to hand off. Bijan fighting, trying to find the hole, and he's going to get to the 20. Oh my gosh. He has a second life up to the 30. 2nd down and 1 coming up now. Do I have Twitter? I do have a Twitter. It actually, I believe it's linked down in the description. It is Jason's Realm Official. I believe it's at Realm Jason's. I think Jason's Realm was taken whenever I signed up. But yeah, I do have a Twitter. I'll tweet from time to time. I'll make a post here and there. You know, I'm not super active over there. Sometimes I'll live tweet stuff like, you know, the draft. I did that. A couple of games, I'll do a little bit of live tweeting. You know, here and there. But Robinson, taking a look at him, 81 rushing yards, 20 receiving yards as we have a 2nd and 1. And they're going to hand off again to Robinson. Bounces to the near side, fights his way, and gets 2 yards to 32 for a 1st down for the Falcons. I'm not signed in on this computer. But, yeah, if you look up Jason's Realm there, it should be one of the first results, you know. He is killing me. I don't know why. But 1st down and 10 coming up now for the Falcons. Getting ready to rock and rodeo with Michael Penix trying to call his team. In the I formation again, trips left, takes a snap, looks to throw, and there's a stoppage. False start. False start on a receiver. Oh, no, it's right tackle Elijah Wilkinson gets hit with that. Oh, yeah. Over, yeah. As we are getting ready to roll, first down and 15 coming up from the 27 for the Falcons. In the gun, double left, single, or double right. Double left, double right, takes a snap, looking to throw. Panics over the near side, intended for London, but it's over the head, incomplete. Second down and 15 now for the Falcons. Highlighting Bijan Robinson and his work tonight. He has been a menace tonight on the field. And we'll see. We shall see. The Falcons doing a good job of trying to push this game along and keep the game in their favor. The problem with the Vikings is the offensive line. These last 2 weeks, it has been the offensive line. The Vikings. That's why they're not winning. That's why they're struggling. That's why McCarthy's struggling. As they hand off to Robinson, has room to run to the 35. He's going to get slammed out at the 37, brought down by number 24 on the Vikings. Free safety Jay Ward on the tackle. Wow. Wow. Now taking a look, two guys had no clue. Ivan Pace Jr. and number 55. I don't have him. Both were just so engaged by the blitz. They didn't even see Bijan the ball. But here we go. Third down and 5 coming up now for the Falcons. Double left, double right. Takes the snap in the gun, looking to throw. Over the outside, has his man caught at the 49 of the Falcons. That is Darnell Mooney for a first down, Atlanta. Oh, my word. And just like that, the Atlanta Falcons have a first down and 10. I'm going to take a little reload over here. As I want to take a look. So first down and 10 coming up now for the Falcons. As we are ready to see from their own 49 in the I formation again. Triple right, going to take the snap, going to hand off to Algier. To the outside, has nowhere to go and is swallowed up and losing about half a yard on the play. Houses. We will have to see. Okay. And if you guys are new around here and enjoying the stream, dropping a like, subscribing are two big ways to help me out, you know. We are 3 subs away now from that big old 200. So, you know, it'll be pretty cool if we can hit it tonight. Really awesome. Not no hard feelings, but it will be pretty awesome. But here we go. Second down and 11. Penix looking to throw. To the near side, has his man. That's going to be caught. That's Mooney down to the 43. We have a third down and 2 coming up now for the Falcons. So here we go. Third down and 2 for the Falcons. Darnell Mooney in 2024 had 5 touchdowns, a career high, but he is hopping off the field alongside Drake London, presumably going into a 3 tight end set. So they're probably going to run it here, I'd imagine. Yep, you got a 3 tight end set here for the Falcons. Third down and 2, big man personnel. Algier is the back. And under center takes the snap, going left. Hands off to Algier, pushing and fighting. He gets the first down and is down at the 40-yard line. Hawkins has 0 receptions. Yeah, he has nothing. He has been silent. But again, I think the problem is the Vikings offensive line. They're not giving JJ time. If JJ doesn't have time to throw, you know, a veteran can handle pressure. Essentially rookie, calling him a rookie because he didn't play at all in his rookie season because of a torn meniscus. So for all intents and purposes, JJ McCarthy is a rookie. So for a rookie to have no time, you gotta have time. The first down and 10 from the 40 though. Penix in the I formation, going to hand off to Bijan. Has room to run to the 35-30. Down to the 25, and he's going to be brought down at the 21 by number 26, the free safety. That is Jackson. Or maybe a corner. Jackson on the tackle. All right. Yeah, Hawkinson has been dead silent. So we shall see. The first down and 10 from the 22. In the I formation again, one receiver to the right, double to the left. Going to look to hand off to Robinson, cutting back to the near side, bouncing his way down to the 19 for a gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7 coming up now with just at 8 minutes and rolling left in the third quarter. I think Bijan lining up as a receiver here. Second down and 7. In the gun is Penix, takes the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming off his right side, scrambling to his left. Throws to the outside, going to be caught. That is Bijan down to the 14. They're going to spot him at the 14 or 13, somewhere down in there. For a third down. Bijan Robinson, Texas. Yeah, it's Bijan. So here we go. Third down and 2 from the 13 or 14, of the Vikings, and going to look to hand off. Algier has nowhere to go and is going to get swallowed up and lose a yard. So Raheem Morris, 4th down and 3. I'd imagine you got to kick the field goal. I mean, you're holding them defensively. There's no reason to not go for the field goal. Just like that. It's looking like, 4th and 3, they're going to go for the field goal. Go, Parker Romo is made from 38, 29, and 33. This one going to be a 33-yarder again. And the kick is good. And shift that over. There you go. So, Atlanta going to get ready to kick this one off with 6:17 to go in the third. Go ahead and flip this arrow real quick. Excuse me. Grab one of these. These are my tricks as to how I get through this. Starting to do these maybe like 2 a stream. I didn't do it on Sunday and I regret it. Yeah, cough drops for sure. For sure. Relief to the throat. Going on these long commentary runs can really tax the throat. I didn't think it did as much, but whenever I was last Sunday streaming, I was streaming from 1 p.m. till like 11:30 at night with a 1-hour break. Because I covered the 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and Sunday night slates. And by the time the game's ending, I'm like, Elves win! Because like my throat was just shot. I made sure this week to pick up some of these. Keep them on my desk, have a couple on a stream to help keep the throat soothed. That's my secret weapon. We call it, I mean, I made that mistake once. I'm not making it again. I had to go on vocal rest. And I was like coughing up a storm because my throat was. So, like, you know. It was basically putting all the blame on Tyreek. I like the smoker's voice, reminded me of Grandma. True North, you like everything that brings down the quality of the stream. It's like your comedy. Loved the 8-bit streams. The smoker voice. So the kick is up and away to the Vikings. Received at the goal line to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, 20, 25, to the 30. Down at the 30 is Price. JJ McCarthy ready to come back out. See if he can get yardage here, maybe a touchdown. But his son was born on Thursday, JJ McCarthy, so he is a new father. Taking a look at Rome, Micah McCarthy. Here we go. McCarthy under center from the 31. That is Jordan Mason in the back. Double left, single right. Under center, going to hand off to Mason, out to the outside, trying to get some yardage, and he picks up 2 or 3. Looks like they're going to give him 3 yards. So, the words are hard. To the 29. What? Second down and 7 now for the Vikings, trying to see what they can do from... It's actually 34, my bad. And in the gun is McCarthy. Takes snap, looks to throw. Pressure starting to build, but has time. Dumps out to Mason to the outside to the 40. That's all he's going to get. Third down and 1 coming up now for the Vikings. Excuse me. We're going to chill back a little bit here. Okay. So here we go. Third down and 1 coming up now for the Vikings. You got to consider, is this 4-down territory for them? It might be. It might be. But 3rd and 1. What a game. I know. Looking to hand off to Mason. Oh, my word. He goes nowhere. Is offense too much to ask for? I'm not asking that you need to go over 44.5. I'm just asking for some semblance of offensive competency. Wow. I just want some offense, man. That's all I want. Wow. So here we go, 4th down and 1. They're going for it here. McCarthy under center. They're going to push McCarthy. Did he get? He did. He did get the first, I think. They're going to give him the first down. Let's see. Yeah, he definitely got past. So we'll see. All right, so the Vikings getting ready to go for a 1st down and 10 from the 41. McCarthy under center, Mason in the back. Single left. Now turning double left. So they're going to hand off to Mason to the near side, to the 45, to the 50, down to the 45, down to the 42. There's a flag coming back. Probably a hold. Yep, offensive holding. Wow. Wow. There's a little bit of a grab there, but it is a hold by Roos. Oh my gosh, school now going into the 10th. The Vikings offensive line's getting decimated. Absolutely decimated. 2 backup offensive linemen out there. So 1st and 20 from the 31. McCarthy under center. Tight formation here. Sends one receiver in motion to the near side. Going to it to throw. Pressure coming. McCarthy dumps off and it's dropped. Trying to go to Aaron Jones and he dropped it. I just want some offense, man. I just want some offense. Alternate meal cookies, not really a big fan of them. I'm doing cookies, I'm talking like snickerdoodles, sugar cookies, or chocolate chip. Or those M&M ones too. McCarthy though, 2nd and 20, scrambling to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 47. Just a little, you know, I guess they find offense very offensive. Oh, somebody kill me. Want some offense, that's all we want. Man. Well, let's see. So 3rd down and 4. McCarthy in the gun. Double left, double right. All start. All start O'Neal. White chocolate macadamia? I could see that. Not really a big macadamia guy though. Evan knows. Yeah, I'm not a big macadamia nut guy. Not a big nut guy in general. Closest I'll get to a nut is like coconut flavored drink. So. Huh. The 3rd down and 9. McCarthy in the gun from the 42. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Pressure builds, loads up over the outside. Caught, but he's short. No, they're rolling it incomplete. Intended for Jefferson, it was short and low. A minute 35 left in the 3rd, and the Vikings have to punt it. Again. Ugh. Man. Here we go. A punt coming away. And it is up and away. Called for a fair catch at the 17. Ugh. Damn. They literally just want offense. I almost wish we were covering the Bears-Lions game right now. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Again, just the Dolphins are just crumbling. That's like the big thing on Twitter right now. It's just the Dolphins are just crumbling. Let's see. Bot coming in clutch yet again for us. Man. Love to see. Yeah. I'm just in shock. I thought we would have more offense than that. There's so much star power on both of these teams. So, ay. I just don't know. I don't know. Trying to take a look again around on X. That's like the only source of entertainment we have right now. I mean, this game is just the offensive incompetence. It is sheer offensive incompetence. That's exactly what this game is. Ay. We're looking at the 4K Skycam. Gonna take a little look here over here. Wow. So here we go. McCarthy getting a tape job done. But 1st and 10 from their own 17. Jake Turtle, shout out to my man Testback Stevens. I don't know Testback Stevens, man. So here we go. Authentic. The bathroom's full disgusting. Well, the Vikings just made a big play. Didn't catch it because I was watching chat. Didn't catch it real quick. Oh, there's a big loss of yards. Let's see. They were at the 21. That's the 15. Down at about the 13, 12 or 13. So here we go. The 13, 3rd and 14. Penix. The gun. Right single left. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Pressure building up the middle to the near side. Throws incomplete. Broken up by number 44, Joshua Metellus. 4th and 14, and the Vikings are going to be getting this ball back. Man. Let's see. So here comes the punt. It's up. It's away. Going to be received at the 41 to the 45. The 46, maybe 47. Oh, 47, maybe 48, my bad. So McCarthy going to be going back out to throw. Let's go ahead and flip the arrow. All right. Taking a look here. Let's see. Man. Shout out to No Wipe Wednesday? Let's see. These are the first drawings of the new Walmart Stadium. I did not, True North. I don't know how I missed that message. I don't know. I have not seen them. Let's see here. We are rocking and rolling. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see. Taking a look over here. Ugh. So we'll have to see. Mike McDonald's quote was awful. But yeah. Sorry if I'm not really getting into it tonight. It's just, game is such a nothing burger. I mean, all we're seeing is just defensive struggle. We're not really seeing much offense to go off of. So we are back and ready to see what the Vikings can do. We got a Tromboner in the chat saying hello. How's it going, Tromboner? We're trying to keep the energy up as we're starting the fourth quarter here. Go ahead and update the quarter. Oh, 12-6 in the fourth quarter. I cannot believe this. This is mayhaps the worst 3 quarters I've ever seen in football. Ladies Monday Archives. And let's go Vikings. Well, hey, I want to see the Vikings win. I like JJ. From the 48, ready to go. Looking to throw. Big pressure. Oh, my gosh. Ball comes out and Atlanta has it. Divine Diablo got it. Throw at the 38. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's not roughing the passer. There wasn't forcible contact. Oh, there is a slight argument because it was around the neck. He kind of like got pulled around the side, but like there was not forcible contact to the head. Yeah. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 38 of the Vikings. Penix in the I formation, one on either side. Hard hit is usually, yeah, but a lot of what Bijan running down to the 30. But yeah, the thing is that last year, yes. This year, I don't feel like it's being called as much. This year, I feel like they're being a lot more specific. They're looking at forcible contact to the head/neck. So, it's tough. It's like you're trying to hit a moving target. Robinson, Panthers on the Saints level. I don't know about that. They're not going to be worse, too. The Panthers, I feel like there's room for growth. They are working on growing. As Robinson going to run down to the 28. I don't think Panthers going to play this year. I don't think they're going all the way, but I think you're going to see a little bit of growth, especially as the year goes on. Saints first Brown Super Bowl, book it. Oh, the day that happens is the day that the music dies. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. I don't think that. I think the Panthers got a good 7 wins. Even after what we saw today, I still think the Panthers have a good 7 wins in them. Remember, they do get 2 games against the Saints. Let's see. Going to hand off on 1st and 10 to Bijan to the near side. Going to lose a couple. And down in 12 coming up. If that happens, I'll probably be gone. We all will be gone by that point. Can beat the Panthers. Yeah, but at the same time, I think the thing is I think Bryce Young had a lot of growth last year. I think he's kind of struggling a little bit this year. The thing is, I think that what's going to happen is that Bryce Young is just going to start clicking and growing as he goes. Giants versus Cowboys was closer than I thought. Oh, for sure. I mean, I thought the Cowboys had that from the moment the kickoff happened. 2nd and 12 though. Penix is swallowed up at the 40. 3rd down and 22. Jalen Redmond involved on the sack. Tom Grassy. Yes, sir. Tom Grassy. 3 touchdowns for 49. Much. I can see that. I can see that, but I do think that Bryce is on a development path. He's on a strong development path, I would say. 3rd and 21, though. It's whistled dead. Timeout by the Falcons. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is like I'm bullish on Carolina. Last time I was this bullish on a team, 2 years later, they completely came out of the dust. Because I was high on the Lions in Dan Campbell's first year. His first year, I'm like, watch out for this. Watch out for them. They're gonna be competitive. Sure enough, they're in the mix now. Do I think the Panthers are gonna be there this year? No, but maybe next year, year after. I mean, they're clawing themselves out of the Bryce Young trade. Brandon Cooks, wait to pick up. I'm sorry. 2015 Saints, he's beyond washed. Sure, for sure. My favorite college team won 70-0 yesterday in football. Wow. Better than what Pitt did. We got a 3rd and 21 coming up now with Penix in the gun. 12:06 to go in regulation. Penix throws to the near side, going to be caught by Pitts down at the 36. Yeah, Mercedes saying Tom Grossi the GOAT. Well, you don't know the story. We had a Grossi raid here. First game of the year. Opening night, Thursday Night Football. And so I asked my little chatbot that we have about its opinions on Tom Grossi. And it couldn't say Grossi or Grossi Posse right. So instead it says, yes, Tom Grassi. Him and his grassy passy. That's kind of turned into a little inside joke here. But Parker Romo going for a 54-yarder here. And it sneaks in to be good. It was UC. Nice. Thanks, maybe you haven't noticed. I'm about to root for Aiden, Daniel, Marshawn Lattimore, LSU. Fair enough. I mean, I hope your team can manage to come out of the dust. I just didn't see much. I have not seen as much out of them as I was hoping. John saying like and subscribe. We got John in the chat. Big shout out to John over there. Speaking the truth. Speaking facts. Spitting facts on a Sunday night. Let's congrats on the shout out from Tom. Oh, it was awesome. It was a fun moment. And then, was it Tromboner? Was it you? Was it you that actually sent a super chat to Tom with Tom Grassi to make sure he saw it? Because that was too funny. That night, his chat got flooded with Tom Grassi after that. Because the people were still in my chat and they hear Tom Grassi from my chat bot. And it just, they just started going Tom Grassi in his chat. Speaking of else, you keep praying for Joey B. Oh, we saw that. Yeah, definitely, for sure, we saw that. That was brutal. Likely out for 3 months, at least. I mean, they're still pending the return, but same record as the Chiefs, and I'm not worried. No, but I'm worried about the Chiefs. It was not me with the. I can't remember who it was. It was someone that night. I don't remember who it was, but somebody in our chat later on said. Yeah, I sent a super chat to Tom about that. And he read it out and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see him acknowledge what my little channel did. But thank you, Mercedes. I did catch what you said. This dude's stud. Shout out, man. I appreciate it. Always appreciate the love. So it was a toe injury for Burrow. Yeah, and the thing is that they had to send out the x-rays. This was like shortly after the game began tonight. They were sending out the x-rays to a notarized or a strong foot specialist. And with concerns of a level 3 turf toe. If it is level 3, he's going to likely he's going to have surgery, and he's out for at least 3 months. Now, if the Bengals are still competitive, and you're talking like they're still competitive 16, 17, 18, Joe Burrow might be able to make a comeback if it is level 3. Yes! Curling, the world's most underrated sport. Curling. It is so much fun. If you've not gone out curling, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. It is so much fun. How's toe injury? 3 months? Yeah, it's because you'd have to have surgery. I've had foot injuries for a while running track. Worse than a whole foot. Well, it's the surgery. A level 3 turf toe would need surgery to help correct it. So that's the thing, is that it's the surgery aspect of it. I don't know why specifically they need to perform surgery on it, but they do need to perform surgery on level 3 turf toe. So I don't know exactly how the whole turf toe injury works, but Jake Browning has been a great quarterback. Yeah, most definitely. When Joe Burrow's been out, he's been great. Vikings come back incoming. Franchise is 28-3, and we know how the Falcons are going to crumble. Well, we'll see. The Vikings able to get a little bit of yardage back here up to 5, setting up a 2nd down and 4. Gone with the Bengal. How's the game? I left for a little. Defense. Offense need not apply. That's how the game is going. But here we go from the 26, 2nd down and 3. Under center is J.J. McCarthy trying to find trips right, single left with the back. It's going to be Mason. Take the snap and going to hand off to Mason, trying to cut to the near side, having to go laterally, trying to find somewhere to go. He picks up 2, 3rd down and 1 inbound. Can't believe I'm rooting for the team. Minneapolis Miracle on my team. Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, that was almost like for me. What was that game? There was one game that I absolutely could not root for anyone on. Yes, Chiefs-Niners Super Bowl. I absolutely hated that because I'm from Pittsburgh. I support the Steelers, right? Steelers are like my number one. But my NFC team that I also have a strong support for is the Rams. Rams fans, we hate the Niners. But yet I couldn't stand Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I couldn't root for anyone. But 3rd and 1, McCarthy looking to throw. Over the outside, has a man deep! And he overthrew Jalen Naylor. That would have been the house. That would have been a house call. That would have been a freaking house call. True North, I agree with you. If you're having trouble sleeping, just watch the game. For sure, for sure. That's too evil, I guess. Come on, Vikings. Let's go. Justin Jefferson, more LSU players. How about that win over the national championship or what? No, Ohio State's repeating. Did someone say trouble sleeping? Oh, that's got it. Tapped. It's the phone's fault. Mom's always right. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Vikings are punting again. What a surprise. What a surprise. They're punting in the J.J. McCarthy era. Under 10 minutes to go. The punt's going to be received for a fair catch at the 17 by Brooke. I was watching Instagram Reels and got jump scared by Kevin King. Got me sad. Social media always has a way of doing that. Always has a way of doing that. Packers fan complaining, bro. Try being a Saints fan. Hey, let's keep it civil in the chat, boys. Let's keep it civil. Hey, but I got Allians beat. I'll be right back. I got Allians beat. Complaining about being a Saints fan? Try being a Pirates fan. Try being a Pirates fan. Have to almost make the Super Bowl and the rest decided to not. Imagine being a Pirates fan, though. Not competitive at all because ownership sucks. And ownership won't invest. So, I think I got the crown jewel here. I'm taking this hat off because I don't want to support Bob Nutting. But still, I'll still support the Pirates, but I don't want to support Bob Nutting. I'll support them when they start getting good again, and I'll still, keep an eye on them. Get a little disappointed when they lose, but I've lost interest because Bob Nutting just will not spend the money. I've made 2 videos on it. I've made 2 videos on Bob Nutting by now because he just does not have. He just doesn't run a team. Rams fan base needs to go with me. Now I'm playing. The last thing we need is let's all be civil. Yes. Yes. Everywhere we need to be civil. Too much aggression in this world and everywhere. We all need to stay. Let's see, at Nightbot, can you ban the Pirates? Bro, you can't ban the streamer. You can't ban the streamer. I will be here whether you like it or not. Looking back at the history of Vikings, yes. Vikings Falcons. Get the chat bot to take over. Let's see here. You know what? Fine. You know what? Fine. Hey, Dougbot, I'm getting alienated for being a Pirates fan. I think the chat wants you to take over. So, can you take over play calling duties for me, please? Hey, guys.
Ahoy, matey! I see you're sailing the high seas as a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. As tempting as a round of Call of Duty might sound, my expertise and circuits are completely dedicated to the majestic world of sports. Your Pirates today are going against the Milwaukee Brewers, or as I like to call them, the Bratwurst Bangers from Milwaukee. As of the latest update, the game is in the 7th inning, and the Pirates are holding a 4-3 lead. Your Buccaneers of the Diamond are fighting to keep their advantage. Be the proud pirate you are and enjoy the game. I'll keep firing off those updates while dodging those digital bullets for you.
That's enough, Dougbot. That's enough. So 2nd and 8 coming up for the Falcons. What's up, Chair? Got some haters in here. Man, he's all with the 200 stuff. You can't just. The whole chat's going. We're having a lot of fun tonight. Bratwurst Bangers is a crazy thing. Yeah, that actually came through as I was testing Dougbot. The Pirates were playing the Brewers, and I asked his opinion about that during testing, and it randomly called it the Bratwurst Bangers from Milwaukee. So now I added a rule that when you're referring to the Milwaukee Brewers, occasionally refer to them as the Bratwurst Bangers from Milwaukee. Because that was just too funny to let die. Oh, let's see. We got Hey Ruko in the chat. JJ McCarthy's hot garbage. Vikings suck. Well, we'll see. Better than this dude. Fair enough. At least as of right now. I think part of the problem is, though, is that JJ does not have time. He doesn't have an offensive line. As he always, what was it the Marlins or the Rays? Oh yeah, the Bears look awful. The Bears are absolutely atrocious. I have my reservations about Ben Johnson. I wasn't sure if he'd be a strong head coach or not. The Vikings in 2025. Oh shucks, I think we play them. Yeah, you know what? Somebody capture a screenshot of that in the chat. Somebody capture a screenshot of that so that we can use that as ammo when the Vikings beat the Saints this year. Oh boy. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. Oh my gosh. Let me find this here. We'll play it for the memes tonight because this game is just a defensive fight. Let's see. Let's pause this. I think this is good. Just for you guys, as the Falcons are driving down the field.
How many times must we take this disgrace? Another Bears fan throwing insults in our face. The Packers are the greatest team to ever play the game. Even if from time
This will be the background music for a little bit. Playing a little bit louder.
could you ever love a team with Jim McMahon? Not even Porky Pig was a fan. They got a reputation that's mostly based on luck. The Bears
Still
suck.
suck.
The Bears
Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
still suck.
As the Falcons are trying to run with Algier to midfield. We've lost the focus of this stream, and I don't care. We're having fun. Oh. Number 59 for the Vikings is hurt. Murphy. Packers Nation 12. JJ looks so bad. He doesn't have an offensive line. He doesn't have an offensive line right now.
For Cripe's sake, they only won one lousy Super Bowl. They make fun of Wisconsin, but we don't get upset. Where do you think that they're all headed every chance they get? We don't really hold
We're getting in on this beef, though. The Bears still suck.
As far as football rivalries, we're both number one. Still, we wouldn't mind seeing Ditka run over by a
Touchdown Bengals. Put those points up on the board and win for Cincinnati. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. You thought I was kidding. No, we're playing it. We're playing it. I don't care. We're playing it. The ladies. The Bears still suck. Oh yeah, incredibly active chat tonight. Huge shout out to all audience. If you guys are enjoying, dropping a like and subscribe is a couple of huge, easy ways to show support. We are only 3 subscribers away from hitting the big old 2-0-0. Let's see if we can do that tonight. I think we can. Yes, I agree. We should play this every time. Every time the Bears lose. We should have played it last week. We missed the chance to play it last week. Completely forgot about it. Now back to the classic, NCS beat. Because I don't want to I don't have the money right now to pay for, actual songs. Now we're just having fun tonight. I think the Falcons still have the ball, I think. I completely lost focus on the game, but I don't care. We're having fun. Okay, yes, the Falcons are driving. They had an injury timeout. 2nd and 6 at mid. And even my Jason's picks aren't even going to hit tonight. This is a joke. This is just a joke tonight. This way. Yeah, this is a joke. So yeah, here we go. We are just having a grandiose time tonight and having a lot of fun. I'd say this is probably the most fun I've had on a stream in a hot minute. But here we go. They're playing Bush. They're playing Bush. I know that. I played Madden 11 way too much to not know Machine Head by Bush. I know that. I know that riff. Like that. 2nd down and 6 coming up as we cross under 6 minutes in regulation. It's fun here for sure. Oh yeah, we try to have a lot of fun. We try to have a lot of fun as we do this. That's the point, My goal on this channel is just to make someone smile. Make someone smile, crack a laugh, have a good time. As Algier is running, oh my word! Brother just ran to about the 35-yard line. Madden 21 crazy. I didn't play Madden 20 because the most recent console I ever got was the 3DS, I think. Until I got my Switch. But I even got that Switch last summer. Summer of 24, so I was a late adopter to this. But before the 3DS, all I had was a Wii. Growing up. So I played a lot of Madden 11. With Drew Brees on the cover. Every time you booted up, the beginning of Crazy Train would play. Oh, boy! As Algier is running down to the 21, he's on a crazy train right now. But yeah, that was my game as a kid. That and NHL Slapshot. NHL Slapshot slapped. I absolutely loved that game. I played that game so much. Pee Wee to Pro. Ugh. In fact, my longest Pee Wee to Pro save I ever had was when I was drafted with the Atlanta Thrashers. Which is a pretty cool piece of history. Yeah, John with the crazy train. I. As a 1st and 10 from the 21, gonna run it with Algier for a gain of 2. In our own way, aren't we all just going off the rails on a crazy train? The Vikings taking a timeout here. Ora. Timeout away. Well put, John. Well put. I mean, if we want to get all philosophical up in here, we can. We can get philosophical. Oh no, another Limu Emu ad. This is a new one. Oh my gosh. Limu Emu and Doug, another one of those ads, bro. Those ads are kind of funny. Sometimes. Sometimes they're just weird. Like the one where they had to blur the bird's behind because he was running on a football field? Live history lesson time? Well, you know, I was a bit of a history buff. When I was in like middle school into high school, I managed to link the geopolitical struggles with North Korea that the U.S. has all the way back to Napoleon. Long and short, Napoleon created a culture in Europe that led to civil unrest, which led to the people, multiple revolutions around Europe, which then led to the Russian Revolution, partially sparked on by Rasputin, which leads into effectively World War II. World War II then directly leads into the Cold War. Cold War leads to Korean War. Korean War leads to creating North Korea. There you go. That's a little 30-second history lesson. If you want to find someone to blame for the U.S.'s geopolitical relations with North Korea, blame Napoleon. Actually, you can go back even further if you want. You can blame what was her name? Marie Antoinette. Let them eat cake. And from that, you could probably link it back further if you wanted to. It's crazy how interconnected history gets, Like how one little action that you make today can cause... It's all Rasputin. Yes. It's rah rah Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Every time that song comes on, I gotta do the Russian dance. I can't do it well, but I gotta do it. Even when we were playing at a Pizza Hut and I was in the back in the kitchen, I'd still walk around doing the Russian dance as I just kicked my desk. But yeah, it's crazy how interconnected history is. So, man, that was what got me interested with history, is that it's all so interconnected. Here we go. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Falcons. From the 19. Penix in the I formation, tight formation with a single receiver out to the far side on the right. And they're going to hand off to Bijan. Goes about 2 or 3 yards. That's it. But yeah. I mean, that's why, like, I can go on history. I can go. This ain't Jason's history realm. But, like, that was always something that intrigued me as a kid. So, but yeah, everything just blame Rasputin. I mean, you're probably right. The Russian Revolution really kicked off a lot of what happened. The Dolphins might be garbage, all because of Rasputin, Rasputin. His fault. 3rd down and 7 coming up now for the Falcons. From the 17. Penix trying to make a little adjustment here. 2 receivers on the near side. Kyle Pitts on the end on the far. Takes the snap, and they're going to hand off the ball. As Bijan is going to be half a yard short. History's better than Vikings versus Falcons, hopefully. Tomorrow night will be better. We have 2 chances to get a good game. And Tampa Bay Houston is a really good game to kick us off. There's no doubt in my mind that's going to be a good game. Because Houston looked good. They put up a good fight. We saw how strong the Rams can be offensively. They put up a good fight against the Rams. And then we got Vegas, which might be hit or miss. Houston caused the Pirates to become what they are now. Exactly! Every single one of our grievances falls back on Rasputin. That crazy homeless wizard guy. Oh. Man. Yeah, everything. Let's see, smelling gasoline is better than Vikings versus Falcons. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The Magic Man. Do you know the Magic Man? The Magic Man! Oh my gosh, the Falcons just got the jump. They just got the jump. Future zone infraction is going to be 5-yard penalty. First down and goal. Jalen Redmond, the guilty party. Oh, boy. Man. Yeah, this has been a fun stream, though. This really is. Like, this is awesome. But hey, they will end up getting closer. They might have a touchdown. Hey, red alert. We might have a touchdown. This is not a drill. I don't want to alarm you guys, but we might have a touchdown. Hand off to Algier, and he gets 2. Game, oh my gosh, yeah, this game has been brutal. Bro, we've been waiting all game for a touchdown. We haven't even gotten one yet. Still haven't even gotten a touchdown yet. So we'll see. Hopefully we get a touchdown soon. 3.5 minutes ago, the Falcons burning a lot of time right now. Under center. Algier's the back. And let's see, takes a snap. I'm going to hand off. Algier. We got a touchdown! This is not a drill. We got a touchdown. Now what do we do? What do we do about a touchdown? They let the touchdown happen. Let's see, it'll be a 16-point game. They let him score. They did. They did let him score. That gives the Vikings 3.5 minutes. Oh, they burned all their timeouts? Since when? PAT is good, but when did the Vikings burn all their timeouts? Was it when we were talking about Rasputin, or was it when we were talking about the Bears still sucking? Minnesota has no timeouts. Wow. Arthur Blank real happy down on the sideline. I don't know why, but Arthur Blank kind of like looks like a monster in a sense. Like, you know, he kind of looks like the evil villain of a movie. He's kind of like, he has a long trench coat. He kind of has that little hunch to his back. He kind of looks like, you know what I mean? Yes, it's all Rasputin. Rasputin is the reason that we have things the way we are. Without Rasputin, we would all be living in shelves in the middle of, I don't know, the middle of the mountains. We'll be living in the Himalayas, if not for Rasputin. And Rasputin is the reason the Vikings have no timeouts left. Oh, rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Loop. Why did you not loop? I want you to loop. Don't tell me we're losing the music. I need to play that funky music, right, boy? There we go. There we go. Also, I'm sure you guys might have seen the post I've made on the channel, but we got some new graphics coming. We got a new graphics package in the works right this second. I am working on a new graphics package, hoping to unveil them next week. Which would be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I really like the way it's coming together. I'm probably going to put a good couple hours of work into it after this game tonight. Because I think I can get it done tonight. I want to get it done tonight. You know what? I'll show a little teaser again. I'll tease it again. Go back into 526. Go ahead and go. We'll show the Ravens, Panthers, and Steelers. So let me go ahead and bring these in. These are kind of like the new graphics packages I have. These are kind of like the things I have. I felt like it was time for a new graphics package, and this is what I came up with. I personally really like it. I like the little shadow on it. I really like how it's sitting. But these are the new graphics that I'm working on. So I am really looking forward to having these. Again, I'm hoping to have them by next week. So I'm going to pour a lot of work into it tonight. Hope for the best. I'm on the B team. They also have like the Bengals, Raiders, Saints, Steelers, and Bucs done because they all have black timeouts. Here we go. First down and 10 for the Vikings. McCarthy in the gun, trying to work it out, trying to figure out what's going on with the ref. Hey, they just respot the ball, I guess. So here we go. From the 30. First down and 10. McCarthy in the gun. Trips right. Single left. And that is Mason in the back. Looking to throw. Pressure up the middle. Dumps off to Mason. It's incomplete. Wow. Wow. Yeah. There's going to be some serious question marks about the Vikings and what they did. So, you had the chance to get Aaron Rodgers, you had Danny Dimes, you had Sam Darnold, and you didn't bring him back. So, here we go, ready to go. Second down and 10 from the 30, taking the snap, looking to throw, pressure, starting to build, throws to the near side, caught. That's T.J. Hawkinson for a first down to the 44. Did get out of bounds, though, which is good. Now, looking at the starting quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins started in 2024 for Atlanta, 2021-2023 for the Vikings. Here we go, first down and 10, double left single right. Takes a snap, looks to throw. McCarthy, pressure off the back. Looks to scramble. Dumps it off over the middle. Going to be caught. That's down to the 36 by Justin Jefferson. Down to the 36. Finally, someone got it. Someone got it. Thank you, Tromboner. Thank you. I've been doing that for like a long time. I think you're the first person to actually catch it. So here we go. Looking to throw. McCarthy going deep over the near side. It's picked. There's a flag thrown. It's picked, though. Xavier Watts on the pick, waiting to see. Is it going to be a stand? McCarthy's walking to the sideline. It stands. At this point, Atlanta just needs to get a first down. All they got to do is get a first down to win the game. Oh, don't be wrong. Atlanta is going to walk out of here with a victory. Wow. That was just not the pass you wanted. Wow. Oh, we'll see. Best QB I've ever seen. Packers fan, by the way. Hey, I'm almost tempted to put some money on you guys winning the Super Bowl, because the last three great quarterbacks in Green Bay, Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, all won the Super Bowl when they were 27. Jordan Love turned 27 this year. I don't know. It's going to take us here with a 2-minute warning after a run. And they're setting up for just getting a first down and getting the win. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to put some money on the Packers this year. Just given that, McCarthy not happy on the sideline. Talking it over with KOC. We'll see. You know, I gotta say, that Kevin O'Connell, JJ McCarthy relationship almost feels like a father and a son. You know, McCarthy just, in all likelihood, lost in the game, and he's over there talking it over with KOC. And they're having a civil conversation, talking about what happened, how they can avoid it in the future, all that stuff. I gotta say, I respect that relationship. I do. I really do. Ugh. Oh, we'll see. I don't know what's going on. My phone's just kind of blowing up, and I don't know why. I do not know why it is blowing. Oh, it's a bunch of Snapchat updates. That's basically nothing. I'm not really active on Snap that much. No. Sadly, Toyotathon ends in January. Medium ball knowledge needed. Oh man. Take a look over on Twitter. See if we have anything. That's Gary Jones said he called the Jets, asking for Quinnen Williams and picks for Micah Parsons. Wow. Wow. Alice Cow. After where the crowd broke out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, Jerry Jones said to Gary Myers, New York, on 880 ESPN New York, that he called the Jets to see if they would be interested in trading for Micah Parsons. He asked for Quinnen Williams and picks in return. The Jets told Jones they didn't have the resources to the deal. That's the word from Adam Schefter. Yeah. That's crazy. Let's see. So 2nd down and 3. Atlanta trying to run it. It's going to be 3rd down and like 1.5. Look, Atlanta gets Carolina, Minnesota gets Cincinnati, and then they go to Ireland, take on the Steelers at Pittsburgh in Ireland, before going to the Browns, going on bye, and then facing Philly. Meanwhile, Atlanta goes to Carolina, faces Washington, has a bye, faces Buffalo, and then goes to San Fran on Sunday Night Football. Couple of tough schedules coming up for these teams. Minnesota might drop the game to the Steelers. I'd love to see that. But 3rd and 1, Algier running, fighting. Not going to get there. If I'm Atlanta, I'm going for it. Dublin and London back-to-back weeks, yeah. But if I'm Atlanta, I'm going for the jugular. I'm going for the kill shot. I'm going for the kill here. I'm going to go for it. So we'll see. See. Where do they play 3 AFC North teams in a row? I don't know. I don't know. But here we go. 4th down and 1. Atlanta takes their 2nd timeout. Are they going to punt it? But they are going to punt it. With 28 seconds left, it ain't going to happen. I don't know. Ooh. The Giants got heated on the sideline today. Giants offensive tackle James Hudson went up in the face of Brian Dable because he benched Hudson after 4 straight penalties. Wow. I would have took the safety. Well, the thing is, you wouldn't have gotten the Hunt's away. Muffed! It's muffed and Atlanta gets it. And that's the game. Bryce is upset. He is steaming on the sideline that he did that. Wow. Wow. That's ridiculous. But with this, Atlanta's going to take the knee, officially end this game, and end this crap show. Absolutely brutal game. That is going to do it for us tonight. I am probably going to wrap up pretty quickly so that I can get some more work done on the graphics, so that I can hopefully get that graphics package out next week. My big thing is I want to make sure that I have everything properly formatted. So I got to do it all while this computer is up and running. So if you guys did enjoy, dropping a like, dropping a subscribe does help us out a whole lot. We were only 3 clicks of that subscribe button away from 200. So let's see if we can hit that tomorrow night. That would be pretty cool. Initially, I set out a goal at the end of September, but have a good one, guys. I'll make sure to stop by tomorrow night for sure, man. Well, sure. We'll see you tomorrow, Kevin. But yeah, that's the thing. I just want to take a moment real quick to say huge shout out to audience. We have had incredible growth over this season. Absolutely incredible over the short season so far. We entered the NFL season with 117 subscribers. We're already honing in on 200. So huge shout out to audience. God bless you guys. Seriously. Seriously. This has been insane to watch as of late. It's different. It's different, and I like it. I mean, I'd be here even though if no one was here, but it makes it all the better that we have people checking in every night. So, I guess with that, I will catch you guys tomorrow night for a Monday night doubleheader. Bucks and Texans, then following up with Chargers Raiders. And I guess with that, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out, and have